Hey, it's me for the first time. I figured I would make this because I have a lot of thoughts in my head and they just never stop going. And I have been trying to talk out loud, but I kind of forget. And then I've talked to some people on Omi TV and shit, and I just, you know what? Let's just talk it out. And if somebody hears it, great. And if not, then I'm kind of like having a dialogue with myself. And I can just kind of talk, and it's like somebody's here with me in my miniatures because I have no friends, which is not true. I have a couple friends, but I have a lot of weird, interesting thoughts. So I'll just say about how I feel and what's going on, and something's wrong. Um, it's currently freaking 3:20 in the morning right now. Again, I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about a lot. And then as I was thinking about this, I got a text from my husband. He's on deployment, but him and his people are about to roll out on an operation, and he doesn't know when he can talk to me soon. So sent him a little voice memo to say goodbye, and I got to talk to him on the phone for a couple seconds. But I'm worried. And I told him I'm worried. I know I don't need to be worried, and everything's gonna be okay. But I don't know. I mean, it's normal to be worried, so there's nothing wrong with it, but still freaking worried. But worrying has never done anything. There's a song that says, "Why worry? Because it doesn't do jack shit." It doesn't actually say those words, but get the point. Worrying doesn't actually do anything. So I gotta say goodbye, and I am, he, I told him this, but he's literally the smartest dude I know. It's not like I know a bunch of dumb people. I'm not saying he's freaking Einstein, but he's a really smart dude, and that school is a lot, and you learn a lot. So I'm just gonna keep reminding myself that he's really smart, so he's gonna be okay. He has had a couple close calls, maybe not one. One was a shark, so I guess that's normal for divers, but when you tell yourself it's going to be okay, but is it really going to be okay? But it's going to be okay, all right? Me and you. I'm not really talking to anybody but myself because I see myself, but it's going to be okay, all right? So done. It's okay. It's happened. It's okay. All right. So right now I'm just going to be painting miniatures, and I guess possibly rambling. I may forget to ramble, but then why am I going to be making this video if I don't ramble? Because y'all aren't just going to want to sit here and watch me paint miniatures. But yeah, so my thoughts beforehand, before all that happened, was one, I was trying to make myself go to bed because I'm trying to be better and, be better me, do the things I'm supposed to do, which is sleep. But I think I realized I'm addicted to stimulation, which I think is normal, but like relaxing feels uncomfortable. Oh, fuck, where did I put my mouth guard? Or my night guard? So that was something. So I have a night guard, right? Because I grind my teeth. And I grind them really bad. When I went to the dentist, they told me I've grinded my teeth to basically where they'd see a 45-year-old's teeth at. So it's not good, right? So I have to wear one. But something I thought about was, well, why do I grind my teeth at night? Like, why does my human body do that? I was looking it up because, I go down the rabbit hole. God damn, something's in my eye. It could be because I didn't clean up my makeup, as you can see. So maybe get in my eyeballs. I don't know. Anyway, so it talks about stress, right? It's always because of stress and anxiety. But I don't feel stressed. I feel good. Now, I probably am stressed but feel good because I have that manic bipolar and that ADHD, so I'm nonstop. Also, my brain's gonna go every which way, but I should also say that I guess I'm a compulsive talker. I like to talk a lot, and I try to pause, but I don't know how. Now, before I was on meds, Like, you know, when you're talking and you see somebody kind of creeping out and they're like trying to leave, so you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. I would see that, but I couldn't stop talking. I don't know why. I would see it was my supervisor at one of my old jobs. I would see her creeping out and I would just continue to talk. So I think, yeah, I may just be an extroverted bitch. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a bitch. I gotta be nice to myself. I think I just like to talk a lot, but it's compulsively. Like, I used to call people every single day, ever since, like, I would say elementary school. Like, when I was in middle school, I called somebody every single day after school. There's, it was an intermediate school, so probably like fourth or fifth grade. There's this guy I called every single day to the point where his parents were like, "You can't keep calling," right? And then I have another friend. He was a dude I liked, but he was just playing video games. He was totally just zoning me out, but I still would compulsively call. Then it was a friend I knew from a long time ago. I'd call him every day, and we were good. We'd talk. And then, it was my sister. Me and my sister started talking. I'd call her every single day. Then it was my friend Sierra, best friend. I called her every single day on the way to work, during lunch, and on the way home from work. So I compulsively need to talk, and I don't know why. And even when I talk to people, I want to listen. Like, I want to hear what they have to say. But if I'm saying something and I pause, and like, if 2 seconds, not even if it's like a second and a half to 2 seconds has gone by and words are not said, I just have to continue because they never stop. The thoughts never stop. And it's not like I hear people, okay? It's myself. But I also have I can like see things when I talk, like see what I'm thinking about, but it's all an inner monologue. Like, when I'm talking and I'm thinking, I'm not going to do it now because then you won't hear me talk, but I'm hearing my words say what I'm thinking in my head. It's pretty much a 24/7 inner monologue unless I sleep. And I could sleep, but then when I'm not sleeping, I'm not thinking. And I was really excited when I was thinking because I like to theorize about reality and stuff. And I was really excited about learning, like, interested in understanding the Big Bang and where we came from. Like, I have these random thoughts. I'm pretty much just going in the past. But one of the things I was thinking about is like how all we are and everything in the universe is just a bunch of atoms. And there's a thing that even though like I think my hands are touching, they're not actually touching. Nothing in this world can touch. We're all like technically it's just like they're repelling that we're touching. We're feeling and touching the impressions that they're repelling. So the fact that everything in our universe is made out of atoms and energy that doesn't touch, and then like my consciousness, I was thinking about how I can hear myself talk in my head and I have racing thoughts, but they're like, oh, it's just anxiety and stress. And then, the grinding my teeth, just anxiety and stress. But I don't feel anxiety and stress. But I also know I don't feel comfortable with relaxing. So it said stress is like the flight or fight or flight like response to tension or challenges that happen. And so I guess I'm feeling that, but relaxation is the opposite. So calmness and such. But I typically don't like to relax. Like, I'm always doing something, whether I'm talking or I'm painting miniatures or yada yada yada. But I should like to relax. Like, that should be good. But for some reason, it makes me severely uncomfortable. So I'm coming to the conclusion that I'm just really I just typically say I'm high on life and Jesus juice, but that would be offensive to Christians because I'm not actually a Christian. I'm a theist, not atheist. I'm theist with a TH, not an A. So all that good shit. Believe in God, just don't worship a human. Sorry, Christians. Not saying he wasn't real. Not saying he didn't die for our sins, because I'm sure, he did what he thought he was best. But I think of God in a different way. I'll probably talk about that later in a later video, because this is the channel is It's Me Again. Because every time I talk, I'm going to be like, hey, it's me again. Because that's currently what I do. I'm not good at writing a diary because I forget to do it. But then I've been doing an audio diary when, the voice memos on your phone. I just do that. But I don't know. The kid I was talking to on Omi TV, he really liked my theories and thought I should talk to the world about them. But I'm also not a person that wants to be known just because, like, when you're a kid and you're like, I want to be rich and famous, I thought that'd be cool. And then I realized, nope. Are these the same? There should only be 6 of these. Basically, I realized that's not what I should probably enjoy in life. Because I'm very interesting, we'll say. So, and I don't want to be canceled. I see that shit sucks, and I don't want that. And I've done some dumb shit in life, and I don't need everybody in the world telling me how shit I am. So I don't want that either. So I think, I just want to be my old little me. But, I only get to exist once. So I guess I'll share myself with whoever decides to watch me. And if not, this can definitely go be used for science. I tell my friends that this should be, because you're learning the literal like brain things, the things going on in people's lives, and hearing their thoughts, because I can't really think before I speak. And I was trying to do this as a live, because if I go back and rewatch this and shit, I'm gonna try to redo it. So I'm trying to be all authentic, all like raw me, raw this. So what you're gonna get is what you're gonna get. Maybe eventually I could start. I'm a filmer and I am an editor, so I could make this like more fun and interesting. But again, if I rewatch it, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I look retarded. So I'm just not. I just don't think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna do this, and I'll do it again, because as this is, it's me again. So I will do this again, and if it evolves, great. And if not, it's just gonna be me doing this. I know I tried to stream Rock Band once, but trying to like stream with the PS3 is a lot more difficult than you think it is. And I'll probably look it up, but that's not what I was focused on tonight. What did I look up? I kept a couple things. I kept up what the Big Bang is, because I'm really interested in looking into that. And then I looked up the stress and what causes the teeth grinding and the fight or flight, feeling. So I know what that is, but I still want to look into that, because, like, why does the human body, as I'm sleeping, grind? Because they say it's from the fight or flight, but I'm not fight or flighting, right? Like, I'm sleeping. And they say doctors still don't know, like, what causes it, like, why some people do and why some people don't. But I know I do. I'm not going to say put my body through a lot of stress, but I am always thinking, I'm always doing, and I need to go back, right? That's something I'm thinking about is, okay, I'm wanting to talk to people, and I'm like compulsively talking and oversharing, like I need to pause, but I don't know how to pause. I really don't know how to pause. So that's something I would like to learn. I guess I'm not gonna really learn it by doing this, but maybe I can get my energy and thoughts out this way. So then when I talk to real people, I do pause. Because I don't want people to think I don't care, because I really do care, and I really do want to hear their thoughts. But I have so many thoughts going that if I don't say them, I kind of just forget what they are. Like, it's almost like a black hole, but in my brain, which is wild to think about. So some things I say are going to be obvious, but I feel like at least I don't always think about this, because I'm so caught up in the real world, like all the shit we're seeing, and I'm kind of like not thinking about what's in there, like the grasp of reality. So the fact that, like, what are thoughts? Like, obviously the things in your brain you think about, but like when you really, ooh, my back, my spine, I don't know, right there in the middle of my spine, that shit hurts, but it's probably because I'm typing and bent over. I don't want to be a hunchback. But all right, off topic. So I'm trying to look at these miniatures and I'm trying to like figure out their colors. But essentially, thoughts are in your brain, right? But for me, it's an inner monologue, but not for all people. For some people, they don't hear words. It's just like they see pictures. It's almost like a movie. Like, and if somebody's going to make popcorn instead of saying in their head, I'm going to go make popcorn, they just see themselves making popcorn. But me, I hear my words in my head. But the reason I know the words is because I was taught English, right? So if I didn't know English, then I wouldn't know the words. Like everybody in their own language speaks in their own head. But what if I was never taught English? Then what thoughts would I hear myself saying? Like what would my thoughts be saying? And that's weird to think about. So like, what are your thoughts? Well, technically, they're just like, I don't know all the real terms, so you're gonna hear me say just some shit that sounds smart because it sounds like the right thing that I'm trying to say, but my vocabulary is shit, so it very well couldn't be the very wrong thing to say. Okay, are these the super green? Yeah, these are the super green ones. So, but thoughts technically are just like electric pulses, I guess, of energy of what you're trying to tell yourself. I don't know. Like, so moving my fingers, I don't have to think about moving my fingers. That's just instinct of my brain sending pulses to my fingers of what it wants to do, right? But that's not something I have to think about. That's something my brain does. Now, what about what I'm actively thinking about? So, as I'm speaking, right, I'm thinking of the words I would like to say. Are those the same color green? We're going to say they are. So, but what is that? What, like when you're talking out loud, I guess you're just, I'm not even thinking, I'm just speaking what my brain is trying to say, which is, it doesn't make sense when I'm saying it out loud, but in my head, like, how can I think in my head without talking, without thinking out loud? Oh, Jesus. I have to always write this shit down because it's easier to say, but basically, what was going through your head before we learned our language? Like, was it just grunts? Or did they even think in their head? I mean, obviously, like, people, since I guess since we've known what people have written, we can assume their thoughts. But do your thoughts even really exist? Like, my eyes look red. Are they really that red? I can't see because I'm looking through that. I feel like it does. I swear. Oh, you can see the makeup under my eyes. Anyway, back onto my main topic because I can just, when I look at it, I don't even see it unless I look hard. But yeah, like I said, like a black hole. So my thoughts that are in my head only exist in there. I'm the only person that will ever hear or experience my thoughts. But if we go on God, I said I wasn't going to do this, but I guess I'll throw y'all in my hole, my bucket of crazy. So my thought is that a theory, all right? So as a theist, what that means is I believe a God exists. I believe that something created this universe. But to that extent, that's the only thing that is set that I believe. So I come up with different theories and thoughts. I'm like, oh, I kind of believe that, but they evolve over time. Now I guess my image of what I think God is does stem from a lot from Christianity. So a lot of the things you hear me say may come from those views. But what makes a Christian is worshiping the human that we know as Jesus. So they say Jesus, God, Holy Spirit, it's all one and three, but you have to worship Jesus to go to heaven and to be a Christian. I don't know why I go into accent. I do it. It's whatever. But yes. Christian, Jesus. God, Jesus, but Christian, Jesus, human. Okay? So for me, it doesn't make sense for my theory. Anyway, so that's why I'm not Christian. But my current theory is that God is consciousness, all right? That's the only thing that makes us different than any other being that we know of. So, like animals are sentient beings, and then we all have energy, right? So, plants have energy, which is why we can eat them, and you can't eat a rock, yada, yada, yada. I'll go on that later. Anyway, so my theory is that God is consciousness, because that's the only thing that makes us any more different than anything else. Also, Short side note, I believe this could be a simulation. I'm not saying it is, but I went through some shit. I'll have to remember to do that in another video. But just know, I'm pretty much open to like any possible thought. I just doesn't mean I'll believe it, but I'm open. Like I'm pretty open to my different thoughts and theories. But yes, this current one is that God is consciousness, right? So I have a conscious, I'm not God, but I'm of God, right? So if God is consciousness, then he put consciousness into my brain. So I am part of God, but I am not God. I am human version. I am physical 3D freaking atom version of a human, right? And I have a consciousness. But because God is consciousness, one of the things, and I got this from like a manifesting thing. So I do manifesting, but I'm also not like, oh my God, I'm $1 million tomorrow. No, that's not what I'm working with, but still. So part of that is, so if God is consciousness and I am my human, right? I see myself, I see I exist. Well, and I have a consciousness, which is why I know I exist. So God is kind of like seeing and living life through my eyeballs, right? And he's doing that for everybody. So even though I'm like in my human body and I'm in the driver's seat, God's kind of like there, like watching me drive. He's like, oh, we're in the car together, like we're going. So he's seeing everything I see and everything I do, and he's in my brain, right? So he's consciousness, he's in my consciousness. He knows my consciousness, which is why I'll get back to with the thoughts, but we'll get back to the overarching thing. So what I think, he's consciousness, I have consciousness, he's in my consciousness, but then everybody else also has consciousness, right? So God is, say, the big brain in the middle, and he gave us little tiny brains, but because he's big brain and we're little brain, he sees our brain and we see, like, that's how we know he's there, or like can have consciousness anyway. But since everybody has consciousness, right? And they're all of God, and God's within all our consciousness. Like, that's why I think we can know we exist. Oh, God, I'll have to get in that until later. But basically, so I see you, and you see me, right? Technically, I don't see you right now, and you're not actually seeing me. You're seeing like a video of me. But if I see you and you see me, we see each other, right? But I'm not seeing myself and you're not seeing yourself. We're seeing each other. But God, right, is in both of our brains. He's in both of our consciousness. So he's seeing me, or himself, at the same time. That might be better. So me and you. Yeah, I'm on the right side, you're on this side. We see each other, can't see ourselves, but we see. And God's in us. So God is like, hey you. So technically, if we are of God and God's in each other's brains, then I can see myself because God's in your brain and I'm of God. And you can see yourself because you're of God and God's in my brain. Does that make sense? So that's like the theory. That's like the basis of my theory right now. So that's why when I think of thoughts, right, they're not real. Like the only reason my thoughts are out in reality is because I'm speaking them. If I wasn't, then whatever thoughts I have in here, bloop, black hole, never to be seen again unless I write them or say them or record them, whatever. But God, if God is consciousness and he's always in my brain, then he always knows what I'm thinking. But we made English. I mean, I'm God, I guess I'm assuming God knows English. But like, what, like, how does he hear my thoughts? How are my thoughts actually being heard by me? Again, if I didn't speak English. God, I'm supposed to be painting these miniatures, but it's so intense, right? So it has to be based off of energy and waves. Like something I recently, me and my grandma just spoke, she's a Christian. She's like, people, I was talking about when I die, I want to have bobbleheads of me and we, like, whatever. She's like, well, when you die, you go to heaven and everybody you know goes to heaven, but they don't, you don't know each other. I'm like, well, you wouldn't come up as like a body or like as I see myself, right? So like I go to heaven, I'm an angel, here I am. Because that wouldn't make sense. Like what version of me would I be? Would I be me when I die? Or would I be me when I felt my best or in the middle of my life? Like, so I feel like the human form wouldn't exist in heaven. It would literally just be your spiritual soul. because that's the only thing of you that makes you you, is your consciousness that's in our brain, essentially. Oh, and then I was thinking about color. Oh, that was a big thing. I was thinking about color and how, like, black is the absorption of all light, but white is the reflection of all light. So, like, if a, like, this, you see that this is pink? Well, because it's reflecting everything but pink. But color, that's what's interesting, is how do we all know what the same color is? Like, we're like, yeah, that's green. But what if his green and my green's different? And we're just saying it's green. Like, it's a reflection of all color. And like animals, like cats and dogs, they don't see color. They see black, white, and gray because I guess they don't have the cones and the eyeballs. But how do we look at something and we're like, hey, that's that color, right? And you're like, well, yeah, I think it's that color. Well, how do you describe that color? Like yellow, it's bright. Well, green can be bright. Like, I'm gonna say this is yellow because I know this is yellow, but you also know it's yellow. How do we know it's yellow? Like, it's yellow, but how do we know? Like, what beings came up and they're like, what does these cavemen talk? Yellow. What? We made it yellow. Like, we made the word yellow and we assigned the color. But how do we know the color that it is? It's maybe it's just like high thoughts and I'm just not high. I think I'm a natural meth baby head. That's another story too that I'll overshare. Because I'm going to focus on these things. I need to go to bed. And it's really bad. We're not in a manic mood. Okay? So it's not because I'm manic. It's because I had a lot of intense thoughts. And then an intense thing happened with the husband. And, you know, I guess I could continue these thoughts tomorrow. But it's like, when you're on a train of thought, like if it stops at the station and you have to get off, and now you're not on the train of thought. So maybe when the train loops around, you'll get back onto it, or maybe tomorrow I'll be like, oh, the same train's there. But I'm really interested, like the Big Bang, right? So like, how did we exist, right? Like this could all be seen. So light, that was another thing I thought about. Sorry, I kind of forget what my train was, but now I'm back on it. So we take the sun for granted, right? Not that the sun's feelings are hurt, it's kind of just there. But the sun comes up every day and downs every night. The earth turns every day, so we see the sun every day and night around the sun, yada, yada, yada. Like we know it's the center of our universe, or at least the universe that we're in. But there's other universes that don't have a sun. I don't fucking know. But the sun is literally what gives us heat to survive, so we're not fucking cold. And the cold is my kryptonite. There you go. I was trying to think of the word. So the cold's my kryptonite, right? I don't do the cold. But so okay. If I don't come up with these colors for a second, okay, let me get my thought about the sun because I don't want to forget. So the sun, like, we're kind of just like take it for granted, right? One, it gives us heat, but two, it's how we see. Like now we have light bulbs, great. But the people before light bulbs, like unless the sun was out, you couldn't see. And you're gonna see because I have another light on. But like if I turn the light off, I can't turn that light off. But if all the lights are off, the reason we see color is because the light reflects off of it. That's how we can see things. So if there was no light, it'd almost be like you're blind. Like you can feel things, but we'd never be able to actually see the things around us, let alone ourselves. So it's just crazy that we take that for granted every fucking day. Like, we just assume the sun's gonna pop up because logically, by science, like, there's a sun, we exist, yada yada. But unless you sit there and realize, like, how valuable that is, like, we get the energy from whatever the fuck we get it from. I get natural energy from food and other energy sources and whatever. But yeah, imagine just all the light bulbs, poof, busted into thin air. And then the sun's just like, just kidding, bitches, bye. And say we still had warmth. Like, just imagine not being able to see anything. I guess humans have never had to do that because we've always had a sun on this earth. So even cavemen, like, and all living beings, like even dinosaurs, like they had the sun so they could see where they could go. But that's why we have eyeballs, because there would be no reason to have eyeballs if we couldn't use them. Oh, that's a whole nother fun topic. Okay, but yes, that's what I got into. The light brought me to the sun, and the sun brought me to the Big Bang, which I've heard of the Big Bang Theory. It's just Big Boom. But, you know, again, I'm not really all sure what the science and all that shit. But, but, um, like, I'm assuming, like, fusion, right? That's when, because two things can never touch. Two atoms can never actually touch. So I think, like, that's how the atomic bomb works, is it's touch, touch, and once it actually touches, it, like, bang, it goes away, right? So the universe, everything in existence started because of atoms touching, or like a big ball of heat, right? It's like a big atomic bomb. So, like, technically, per the Christian thing, right? Like, everything's gonna go to hell and we're all gonna burn in fire. But what if that's just our big loop? Is the Big Bang again? Something happened and it caused the Big Bang and everything happened. So, you know, something. One of my ex-fiance used to tell me, oh, that's a whole nother story. So many stories. But told her I should write a book. But I'm not really good at writing because I write how I speak, which is in first, second, and third. Typically second. So yeah, and everybody uses Chat GPT now to write papers, and I never even thought about that. So everybody else is getting hundreds while I get fucking like 70s, 80s if the teachers like are interested, I guess. I'm already exhausting myself with talking. Because at least when I have the thoughts in my head, I don't have to explain them to myself. And technically, I don't have to explain them here either. Because nobody's watching this. But I would like to try. In case anybody ever gets excited about my thoughts. Like this one kid. Blew his mind. He was like, I never even thought about that. I'm like, I felt honored that he listened to my crazy theory and like was asking questions. And we were theorizing together. Oh, so nice. I'm sure there's a community for that on Reddit, but I don't know how to Reddit. I've tried. And it doesn't really work. But did I put the brown on you? No. I put the brown on you guys. I'm trying to figure out what brown I want to put where. Should I do it on all of these? Yeah, I'll put it on all the back ones. I can change it later. Anyway, though. So, okay, got dish. Got dish. Where's my paintbrush? Fuck, it's in there. God damn it. I always put it in here and then I can't get it out. But yeah, so the Big Bang is just like a big, like, ball of light. And it just created. Like, but how? So, obviously, our brains, something that's always mentioned, is our brain cannot fully comprehend, like, what God is and what its existence or universe or whatever is, right? Because we're stuck in these very fragile bodies. The way I view humans is kind of like what you see in a lot of things. Like, we're just a bunch of fragile, stupid shits. We are. I mean, we come up with cool shit. Like, we had Einstein, and Einstein was smart and shit. But we're trying to make false intelligence, which we can't make consciousness because we're not God. So at this point, I'm not even worried about the Terminator. Because are they trying to make, like, another us? Because that won't make no damn sense. Because we ain't God. And we don't even know how we make babies. We just put penis and vagina and whoa, it happens. Like, if we can't even do that, we can't make a conscious being. Like, and I talked to another kid about that. Oh, God, I want to say I'll talk about it later, but I'm going to forget. But I have a whole list of my theories. I just get caught off the train. I'm going to forget what the train even was. Maybe I'm train hopping like a hobo. I don't know. But I'm not going to think about it. Okay, I don't want to use that brush. Actually, would that brush be good for this? Oh, yeah. So that's something I'm thinking about. I think about getting rid of not all of my stuff, but maybe a lot of it. So I have a way, like when you think about your life, you think about what you want, right? And I don't know, I kind of just realized what I have doesn't matter. I mean, I'm kind of on the Jim Carrey? Yeah, Jim Carrey. We're gonna say that's his name in case that's wrong. Like the Jim Carrey train, like none of this actually matters because it really doesn't. I'm trying to see if this is the right brush because I don't want to use one that's too big. I think I was using this one before, but I think, yeah, we'll use that one. Oh gosh, I should have gotten some water. That's okay. But the thing with the Jim Carrey thing is, I want to put these on, but it's going to mess up my paint. We'll hold them here. Just can't lose them because I lose a lot of things. But his thing's like about how nothing actually matters. But like items actually don't. So right now in my closet over there, I have a bunch of freaking decorations. Sorry, trying to think about the words. I have a lot of decorations. I don't like where that's at. Okay, we'll do that here. Because growing up, we did all the holidays, right? I have a really big family. So growing up, I'm not gonna put this. Oh, I would like to put this on, but that would look really weird through here. I'm not gonna do that for our first time, like it's sex. But I will. I'll turn this way, but I do need the light to help. So, but oh no, my eyeballs are bad. I definitely need that thing. I'm a nearsighted person. Oh, it's probably because I haven't slept. I gotta be good though, luckily. Today is Friday. So, yeah. Oh, God damn it. I might just have to do the eye thingies. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the eye thingies because, oh shit, why did my watch do that? No, don't do that. No, don't do that picture of me, broski. That was my e-girl picture. I wasn't even trying to. I was just doing this cute thing with a wig. My sister calls it the e-girl me. All right, so if it's 4, I can leave in a couple hours for work. Okay, I'll put my lens in. You know what? This is going to be a weird first video, and if you're not about it, and I post a second one, maybe you can go there. I don't know what the next one will be, but maybe I'll actually, like, try to form some thoughts. Like, an outline. Because I can't write a script, because if I go for a script, I'm going to say it wrong. But if I have an outline, kind of like notes, like what you do in a speech, because I'm good at speeches, and I'm good at debates. But being in front of a camera, I'm not. Because I actually, like, have no idea what I'm saying. I mean, I do, because I hear myself. But that's why I'm all over the place. So, sorry, not sorry. Maybe some people will get it. And I have to turn this way so I don't fuck all up the light. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, I gotta... That's there. Okay, this is perfect distance. But yes. Oh, no. The paint. Okay, the paint dried. It's a very quick dry paint. But yeah. So, what were we talking about? We talked about the sun. No! God damn it. Okay. I can do this. I'm too excited. Oh, yeah, but the things I have, right? So, I have a big family. So, for all holidays, we always went to visit each other, right? So, I'm really big about people coming over and having, like, not ragers, because I did too many of those, but having people come over and having people freaking, having a nice place and having it look nice. Like, I kind of want the Pinterest house thing. You can't see my house because it's not Pinterest. Because you see the chaos? The chaos you see is the chaos out there. I mean, it's pretty clean. For me, it's pretty clean. Not that I'm a not clean person. I just thrive in organized chaos. So, but yeah, I have all these decorations for all the holidays in there, and I haven't gotten rid of them because I'm like, no, I'm going to decorate. No, I'm going to decorate. And I finally have a place I can decorate. But am I actually going to do that? Like, I want to, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I have so many things I focus on, And decorating takes so much time for literally like a day or a month that is it worth it to put all that up? Like, I'm taking time away from so many things. Like, coming up with theories is a really fun thing I like to do. I'm not gonna try to look like a crazy person, but I definitely am. I think I'm gonna put like paper on the walls of my bedroom. I really don't know where to do it, and if I do it out here, it's gonna freak people out. But I don't have enough room in my hobby room slash game room. So in my bedroom, I think I'm gonna put paper on all the walls, and then like when I have these theories, I'll just start writing them out, and maybe I'll come up with something. But again, as humans with very fragile minds, we can't actually understand like what is, you know? Kind of like the fishbowl effect. Like fish in a fishbowl, they know their life as a fish in a fishbowl. But do they get it how we are out here? Like with the government and owning cats and Trump and like natural disasters. They don't get none of that shit. That's us to God. Like we know this little shit and we're like, oh, like this is what things are. God. Like imagine what that is. And technically, towards Christians, they tell you. But to me, I don't think a God, as its being that's made of consciousness, would make us be able to see through us, know everything that exists, because He created everything. When He created all different timelines. Oh, I believe in different timelines, kind of like the multiverse. And my theory about the fishbowl is kind of like the Marvel thing, like in Ant-Man, how the quantum realm. So we are like all the way at the bottom of the like the quantum realm, but our life is that. So all the way out there is where the God, the creator's hanging. I say God because I like that word because it's what I've always known, but maybe I'll use a different one. Maybe creator, or maybe I'll just use consciousness because that's how I see him. But anyway, why would God that knows us, knows all our consciousness, like, yeah, he could put himself in a human body because he's like, wow, I want to be able to control what I do. But why would he say, oh, well, now that I've done that, if you don't worship the human version of me, I'm sending you to a place that you'll, like, suffer in forever. Why? Like, what's the point? Because he wants to be worshipped? Which I guess, as a god, you could think he'd want to be, but that's a human thing that we do. Power and worshiping is a very human thing to do. So why would he lower himself to very human standards? That doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah, that's a thought. But yes, going back to my things, I'm thinking about getting rid of a lot of them because basically it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there, and I'm spending my time doing this. Why does this matter? Why do I have all this shit? Like, what really matters is my cats, man. I feel like a bad cat mommy. I get so excited about what I'm doing with this, and this takes a lot of time and concentration, or I'm working, and I don't feel like I'm giving them the love and attention they need, um, which is why I'm very grateful I'm not a parent yet. I do want to be a mother, and I think I could be a good mother because I have been through a lot, and I have a lot of empathy and compassion, but as a parent, you can't be selfish. And I can recognize that in this time in my life, I'm very selfish. I am doing what I want to do, which is normal. But I also know that, like, I'm not taking care of myself. I should be eating better, I should be working out better, and I should be sleeping right now. But I'm not. But I'm going to give myself forgiveness based on this situation. So I gotta sleep tomorrow. Plus, it's Saturday. No. Yeah, because today is Friday. So when I sleep tonight, I'm gonna sleep through. I'm not gonna go manic. Not gonna go manic and stay up for 36, 48 hours. I've done that a lot, and I fucked up my brain, which is why I'm in the situation I'm in now. But we're already here. I know if I go to sleep, I ain't waking up on time. And I'm not gonna be late for work again. I swear I'm a really good worker, but fucking up my brain, I was shocking me in my sleep, and I'm not able to wake up on time very well. I have to put my alarm clock on at the very last minute just so I can get up on time or get to work on time. And that means I literally can't do anything besides put clothes on, brush my hair, maybe put some eyeliner on, feed the cats, and then go. I don't know how that takes 15 minutes, but it fucking does. Probably because I don't pick up my clothes before bed, which is a very child thing to do. But when you only got 15 minutes, you know, gotta make it work. So, yeah. Oh, fuck, I forgot where I was going. But yes, what matters is my cats. I love them. I need to be giving them more attention, but I'm so focused on all these things around me. I think it's overstimulating me because, as we can see, I haven't been able to stop talking yet. It's been 45 minutes, but bro, I have audio things for hours. I've talked to my sister like 4 to 8 hours straight, nonstop. I'm just so excited. Got so many fucking thoughts. Luckily, the paint dries quickly. Is there anything else I want to do on here? Did a load of arm things, did a load of leg things. We'll pause on the rest. So, yeah. So I'm just focused on all these things that really don't fucking matter. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't. Like, I get to do it. It's my life. I only get one life, so I can do what I choose. But I just have all this stuff. Like, honestly, I hate being alone and I hate silence. Silence is one of my biggest fears. I have two. I can't remember the other one. One is silence. I don't know what the other one is. It's not death. It's not spiders. It's not heights. It's something really obscure. Is it murder? No, because I've thought murder. So I can't remember the other one at the moment, but it'll come. But yes, silence is one of my biggest fears. So I don't want to be alone, so I feel like maybe I couldn't do what I'm about to say I could do. But I spend not a lot of money. This place is actually pretty cheap for what I have. But could I just be happy in a little hole or a little place that's not big with my cats? And I could just paint my miniatures, do my thing, and just have a bunch of thoughts and just focus on all the different thoughts I have. I mean, why not? I don't know. I don't know what really matters. I don't know what's really worth focusing on. Priorities are a big thing. That's something I don't really know how to do yet. So I'll talk about what I'm doing right now in my life. This isn't what got me on like the different theories, what simulation, what reality is. That was a very bad mix of Prozac and weed that fucked my brain up forever. I'm not gonna say I'm fucked up, but I have never thought the same. So this person you see today, I mean, I was similar. Like I was still nuts, but I'm not nuts. I'm crazy. Not a bad crazy. Like I'm not a Keo car crazy, but I am crazy. I would throw. So no, that's a story for another day. I'm not a Keo car crazy, but I will fill a condom up with water and then get rid of the water and throw that on your windshield. So you think somebody, put a condom on your car. Maybe put milk in there. That would be really good. And it smell funny. But that's what I do. And I don't think that's that bad. That's just a little, it's a funny joke. It's a prank. So I'll do that. I'd say that's the type of crazy I am. I'm a goofball, compulsive talking crazy. I don't think that's bad. But still, I was never able to have the thoughts I have today until that. It was a very scary 4 months of my life. But my blinders are off at least. Like I feel like, I don't know if a lot of people, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, I'm gonna assume a lot of people, I'm just assuming right now. The way I lived was very black and white. The world is what it is. And, people would be like, well, are your dreams reality? And is your reality just a dream? And I'm like, well, no, because I know that I'm living this. And in my dreams, I'm sleeping. So, of course, it's a dream. But that's how I lived. I was just like so set on, yep, this is the earth. It evolves. There's science, there's Christianity, like blah, 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 blah. But now, ever since that very traumatic moment in my life, I've been able to think differently. People say enlightened. I don't like to say that word because I don't know any more than you know because we're both stupid humans. But I would say my blinders are off. That's how I like to put it. I'm very more open to what reality is and what reality could be. I'm not just stuck on what a bunch of people telling me is true. So yeah, that's that. God damn it, I forget what I'm talking about. Probably because I'm focused on this. But if I'm not focused on this, I'm just going to be looking at you like a fucking crazy lady. Also, I cuss a lot. I'm going to work on not doing that. Maybe this will help me. I don't care about monetization. I don't need money for this shit. Stuff. I don't need money for this. This is therapeutic for me. Maybe can be used for science and could be used for other people who enjoy hearing me ramble. Some people I hear do. Very self-conscious about that. Oh, yes, that's what I was going on. Where I am in my life, what I'm working on right now. So I'm working on the whole loving yourself, finding yourself. I say that as if it's like basic, which it sounds basic, but it's actually a really good thing to do. Is knowing who you are and finding your self-worth, finding your love for yourself, and just reflecting that energy out into the world. So that's really where the manifesting came from. I didn't start that until what? September, August, maybe around August of last year was where I really started like hearing about it and I guess being told about it and kind of looking into it. Kind of got thrown into it. It was kind of, people have always said that and I was like, that's bullshit. Like, oh, well, you're just in a bad mood. Like, just manifest good shit. Like, I'm in a bad fucking mood. Like, I'm not going to lie to myself. But it's not really about lying to yourself. What it is understanding what you believe about yourself and your reality is what reality is going to reflect back to you. So, and I like to do analogies. They may not always make sense, but it helps me make sense. So, for example, if a big thing like I was going through in life, which I still kind of deal with it, but is I think I'm annoying, right? I was told that as a kid. I could be. Some people may see me as that, but if, like me, let's just say I believe I'm annoying. Then if I believe I'm annoying, then I'm going to believe that other people think I'm annoying, right? So when I talk to somebody, I'm really bad at social cues, by the way, but if I'm talking to somebody and I'm gonna take sometimes when I say things or I'm talking too much, I'm like, oh, they're gonna think I'm annoying. I'm gonna apologize, and they're like, no, you're good. I really like what you're saying. Then okay, in that moment, I'm gonna think, well, they don't think I'm annoying because they told me, but because I believe I'm annoying, every time I talk to somebody or when I get these cues, I'm gonna believe that's what they think about me, even though they're telling me it's not. So yeah, in that moment I may believe them, but then later on, maybe the next day, maybe the next week, I'm going to be talking to them and I'm going to think, oh, they think I'm annoying because I'm talking too much, even though they've already told me they don't. And I believe that. I could be like, well, it's because they're doing this and they're doing this. But it's because that's what I believe. So that's what's being reflected back to me. Does that make sense? So I'm sure it does, or maybe it doesn't. Okay, I can't take myself seriously with this thing, so I'm gonna finish this cute little leg that I'm doing, and then I'm gonna. Oh, did I already finish it? No fucking way. No friggles way. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Oh, I need to rinse this out with water. Okay, one. Turn that off. Okay. God damn it. Gosh darn it. Drop my little man. See, this is what's good about talking out loud is it grounds you or it does more mindful. Makes you more mindful of what you're doing. So instead of just running around being like, this is what I'm doing, I say out loud, okay, I'm gonna go do the dishes. This itches. Like I'm really thinking about what I'm saying because I'm hearing it and I'm bringing it out into reality. Should I wear my glasses? Oh, I got these new glasses. Typically I only do black, but I was like, you know what? Red's kind of fun. And I'm in my house by myself, so I can look like a weird librarian. It's fine. But I'm a nearsighted person, so I don't need to see it. But I do like it up there. Maybe I'll stop messing with my fucking hair. Frick! messing with my beautiful hair. That's what we'll say. Okay, but first I gotta rinse this out. Come with me. But again, yeah, so if I think I'm annoying, even people tell me I'm not, because that's what I believe, then when I say it reflects back to me, what I mean is that's what I'm gonna see when people do things. We'll take a real life experience, which that was one. But one of the ones was from my marriage, right? Gosh, dang it, I need soap. So, I say I'm crazy, right? I I'm not gonna say I come with baggage, but as me, there's just things you gotta deal with. And I felt like I was a burden. My husband's in the military, so he does a lot of deployments and stuff like that. So he would say, I'm worried about you, or I'm gonna worry about you. And because of me and what I think I come with, the baggage I come with, it's always gonna fall. I need to change my. I think it's like, we'll try to do this quick. Basically, because I believe I'm a burden, I'm gonna believe I'm a burden to him. I'll tell him, I don't want to be a burden. I'm sorry. And he'll tell me I'm not a burden. All he's telling me is that he's worried about me. But because I believe that about myself, then whenever he says things like I'm worried, that's what I'm gonna believe he feels, even though he told me that's not how he feels. Does that make sense? Basically, if you believe the world's out to get you, then guess what? Everything you see is out to get you. It's pretty much what it is. Point blank, period. Okay? Because I can keep using analogies because I think people don't get me, but they may get me, and I'm not giving them a chance to get me. But I don't know if you get me. But I see myself, and myself gets me. So we'll do a couple analogies. But I gotta stop harping on the same point. Gosh dang, I look crazy. Okay, we're gonna fix my face up a little bit because, why not? I finished the painting. At least with that, I think I can focus on words and that at the same time. Okay. Also, I don't know why the quality on this is so shit. I got an iPhone 14, that's why I got this. Could be because of the lighting, but I don't know. I gotta fix my soap. I've been using it for paint. Okay. So the little guys will sit there. The paint's closed. Paintbrush is here. I'm addicted to nicotine, unfortunately. Working on that, but still. Okay, so we'll move the soap back into the bathroom. Okay. So, yes. So that's what manifesting is. It's basically, I always say long story short, and it still goes long story long, so just be prepared. That's what I do. Oh gosh, I can't have y'all seeing my crazy ass room. Can you say it in there? Oh, fuck, no. Sorry. I'm gonna keep cursing. I'm not gonna keep cursing. I will, but I'm gonna try to be better. Also, my closet's a little wild. I'm still figuring out how I want it to be. I'm not a hang your clothes up type of lady. I'm very unconventional. Oh, I should have said this because this is the Hi, It's Me Again for the first time video. So, let's sit down. That's the thing. I need to sit down. That's what it said online. Is I need to sit down and think before 3 seconds before I speak. So let me get myself put together. Let me put you here. Are you here? Oh, I can do lights. It might actually do better with lighting. Ah, is this good lighting? I feel like I'm not better in lighting. I think we all look better in the dark. But I guess for a video, this could be pretty good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I said that out loud. Let me think about it in my head. Okay. Okay, let's get started. Hairbrush. See, now I'm not talking to you. Okay, let me focus on you. I can do this as I please. So, basically, I can do that first. Dry shampoo. Love it. If you don't have that, baby powder works. Just you gotta be very conservative, because if you're not, it's going to look like you have cocaine in your hair. But that definitely gets all the oil out. So, yeah. What is manifesting? So, where the? Oh, how the heck did I get down there? Freaking cats. Oh, I have 2 cats. Lieutenant Lion and Zoe, by the way. I feel like I have crazy eyes, like what you see, and I need the lights off. Yeah. You know what? No, because nobody will probably see this, and if they do, Who cares what I look like? You don't even know who I am. Because I don't have anything with my name on it. Perfecto. Alright. Anyway. Lieutenant Lion and Zoe are the cats. Anyway. So, manifesting. Long story short is it basically, your world is your world. You create your reality. Obviously, you cannot control the things around you, the other atoms around you, because you're not that. But you are of God, and God is within you. He is living life and experiencing the human experience through your eyeballs. So, the world reflects what you believe about yourself. That's the main part of it, is if you don't love yourself, you think I'm not worthy, you think you're not good, then whatever you see, that's what life is going to reflect back to you. So the main point of manifesting is to learn to love yourself, to believe that you're worthy of love and worthy of everything that life has to offer. And because you believe that, then that will come back to you. There's also like it talks, okay. Did I get that makeup off? We're gonna do it again. So I'm just not even gonna look at myself, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to see me right, but that's not here nor there. So yeah, the other part about manifesting is energy. So it talks about how the metaphysical plane with all the energy, and then this is the physical plane, right? Because we can see this, we can feel this. The metaphysical, you can't see. Oh, technically, you can't feel. I mean, you could say you could feel it, because that's where all the consciousness and stuff is. I don't know if this is related to that. Oh, it doesn't hurt, because it's like that mineral oil stuff. But it's in my eyeball, so it feels highly uncomfortable. Huh. But yes. Oh, that's my other fear. I just realized what that was. Do I want to say that in the first episode or video? Sure. I mean, I'm sharing myself. I'm terrified of vaginas, which is wild because I have a female, I have a vagina. I haven't looked at it in 5 years. By the way, I'm very open. I need to learn to not overshare, but I mean, I gotta be who I am, but I still gotta grow. But yes, so that's my other big fear. Maybe, I'm sure we'll get to that in another video. But yes, you got the physical and the metaphysical. Something that made me think about this, which was when I was very shortly, or briefly, when I was very briefly in college, the way they explained it is you and all your people are in a classroom, right? You're all in the classroom, and the teacher's in there and talking. So physically, y'all are all there, right? But mentally, y'all can be anywhere you want to be, and we'll never know, right? So I may be in my head thinking about my husband being home, okay? Example 1. So I'm person me. Then person A might be thinking about, I want to go to the beach, and they're thinking about themselves on the beach. Person B may be thinking about, what are they going to make for dinner that night, and if their kids are going to eat it, or how they're going to make them eat it. And then person C may be thinking about killing us all. Haha, that's a really bad joke for school shooters. I'm really sorry. But you get the point. So that's what the metaphysical, I think what they mean by that, but that's how I'm taking it, is we got the realm where you can see and I can see, you can see all of this shit, that all of these atoms put together, but you can't actually like see what's in my brain. Oh, and that's something I've been really liking to talk about lately, is consciousness, right? So you and I, or all of us, whatever, we have a consciousness. And, there's only one of me, I'm unique. Like, that's a real thing, right? So, but if you break it down to the bread and butter, as we'll say, or what is bread? Bread is like yeast, which is germ poop or something. I don't like that word either. I can't believe I just said that. But I can't say the other word I like to use. Crap. I can use crap. Crap's not a curse word. That's like a not nice word, but it's not a curse word. I would say. So yeah, we're going to use that word anyway. But we'll just, not to get off the trail, bread and butter, right? So there are billions of people on this earth right now. And nobody that has ever existed, and nobody that will ever exist, will have the same consciousness that you have. So, my analogy likes to be like twins, right? Twins are very similar. They grew up together, they have, from what I know, the same DNA. Let's just say the same twins date the same boy. However, they will never have the same experiences because they each go through their life seeing their own things in their own way. They're not together all the time. They're going to date the same boy, but twin 1 is going to date him when he's 16. Let's say twin 2 dates him when he's 17, 18. That boy has experienced so many things, has gone so many different ways. He may still be an immature dude, but they'll never date the same version of him because he's changed throughout that time. He's gone through different experiences. So, again, a lot of people may go through parental abuse together, or a lot of people may go through the same school shooting together. So they will have existed during the same physical experience. However, they'll never be the same. They'll never have the same mental experience because one person's going to go through life doing all this different stuff, things, different experiences, and each experience shapes your consciousness, shapes what you think about things. So, nobody else will ever be able to be like you. They can be similar because other people see it as similar, but nobody ever in the existence of whatever we live in, our reality, will ever have the same exact experiences, the same exact thought process as you. Nobody. Which is kind of interesting to think about. That's why I've been really going on consciousness, right? Because the difference between sentient and conscious. It's just crazy to think about. I get worried if, I'll talk about it. I've been really insecure, which is why I think the manifesting thing or the learning myself thing is really good for me, because I see so much bad and I know there's good, but I really have focused on all the bad because I want to fix it. Because apparently I have masculine energy. I need to embrace feminine energy. But right now, I will do that eventually, I guess. But I got to love myself and what I like about myself first before I can start trying to change freaking everything. And I really got to figure out what I am. That's something I was thinking about. So I got to love myself, right? And there's a lot of things I'm insecure about. Oh, why are these way longer? I think these are just curved made more up. You see what I'm talking about? That looks freaking wild. But let's put the eyeliner on. I think as I put the eyeliner on, that's going to be like the big money maker. Like, I can go out like this. I can go out without makeup. I actually used to hate to go out without eyeliner mascara. And so that's really tripping me out. I used to cut my eyelashes as a kid because they were uneven. And I realized that was really retarded. Okay. So we're going to do that really quick. This looks really weird. But, fuck. What do I want to talk about? My insecurities? We're going into insecurities a little later, I guess. But what makes me me? Oh, no, I guess insecurities would help with this. I don't know. It's a lot of things that I feel like, I'm not going to say messed up my marriage. We're not going to talk about all that now. But I would think led to where it's currently at. So, insecure. I'm really confident. I'll go out and I'm just going to be me. It's actually easier to be confident when you're married. Because I can go out to the beach and I don't care if I look like shit. Because I got a husband. He loves me. Right? So I don't care what your butt thinks. Oh, dang. I keep saying bad words. It's not like... That's another thing. Ugh, there's so many things. Okay. But yes. So my insecurities really got to me. And they were the things, and I was taking what I felt about myself, I was seeing in my reality, and it was causing me to do certain things. So I was also, I'm not going to say controlling, like I wasn't saying, oh, you can't go outside and stuff, but I was trying to control how I wanted others to see me and how I wanted others to feel about me. So, like, I'm a really goofy person, and at a certain, I don't want to talk about this, but I need to talk about this, I feel like, to really get the point. I don't even know how y'all can hear me because I don't have a mic, which I know is bad for when you're filming, but I'm also, like, not doing this as professional. This is, oh, I got the black in the eye, you can see it. But, so, like, I wanted my husband to joke around with me and talk to me, but he, was tired after work, whatever. So, I would do things so I could spend more time with him, and hopefully he'd spend time with me, right? For example, it would be like a Friday night, and I'd have friends, I'd be like, oh, you want to go out? Sometimes I'd say yeah, but sometimes I would think, well, I could go out, but if I stay home, then maybe there's a chance that my husband will want to go out to dinner with me or want to talk to me. So I would not do something I was interested in to hopefully cause something else to happen, which cause and effect, that is a thing. But I wasn't, like, I wanted my husband to spend time with me, but I was trying to control my reality by doing things, or I didn't want to argue with him because I wanted him to talk to me, or I did a lot. I was really insecure. I thought I was a burden, and I think I'm annoying because I really talk. And I wouldn't say I'm emotional. I would say I'm very passionate and emotionally heightened. So I feel things at extremes due to my bipolar. So, I'm feeling a certain way and I can't tell him because I'm crazy. Like, this was an example. I wanted to cuddle with him, and he didn't want to cuddle, but he said, okay, I'll cuddle with you. So while we're cuddling, in my head, I'm conflicted with, well, is it bad that I'm making him cuddle with me because it's something I want, but I know it's something he doesn't want to do? So should I not be doing that? And should I stop that so then I don't, like, bother him? Or because I want it, I do deserve it and I should be able to cuddle with him. So that was something conflicting in my head. So it was me almost trying to control, like, I didn't want him to feel bothered by me. So I'm going to stop cuddling with him so he doesn't have to feel bothered by me. That was a big thing I did. And, that's just a lot of different insecurities in me about myself. It was a lot. Oh, I did this down instead of up. Fuck, it'll be alright. I don't have time to try to fix that shit. Actually, I do have time to try to fix that shit, but I don't feel like it. We'll just have a downward day, I guess. Do I want to do the ones at the bottom? Am I feeling spicy? Sure, why not? I have time. If I fuck it up, I'll just fix it. Oh, dang it, I cussed. That's okay. But, yeah. So, with manifesting, right now, I am in my own place. Right now, doing my own thing. This is the first time I've been on my own. And I'm 27. Now, it's crazy to think about because I met my ex-fiance my senior year of high school. And we were together for about 4 years. And then we're not together. A month and a half later, I met now husband. A month and a half later, we got married. And we've been married for 5 years. And now here I am. In my own place, doing my own thing right now. And even though, he told me, he's like, I think right now what's happening is good. And you're going to see that eventually. And I disagreed with him. I do agree, but I also disagree. So, I also don't want to go into the specifics of what that is. So I'm not going to, because that's, I guess, something I have to learn. But right now, I am on my own, doing my own thing. And I think that is really good for me because I've never done that. I have never had to have myself as a priority. I've always been obligated to others, and, always, this is the first time I'm ever able to choose me and not be obligated to care about how others feel or care about what somebody else wants. I've never had that, ever. And even when I was with my ex-fiance, I was in the army, so I wasn't living with him, but I still was not on my own, because you have to live with how they tell you to live, all that. Army! Hua! That was lame. Whatever. I didn't even do it right. It's huh? Hoorah, I think is a Navy thing. It's huh? Still lame. But anyway, that was the army thing that I did. And I'm trying to find something. Oh, is it up here? No, it's not up here. It's supposed to be in here. Is this it? Yeah, there it is. Don't be freaked out. I'm just trying to brush this out. But yeah, this is the first time I'm on my own. So even though there's certain things I don't want to happen, this is what I need in life right now. I need to do this. I need to experience what this is like and really freaking figure myself out. I am learning to care about myself more, though. But I need to know how to actually take care of myself, which I should know how to do at 27, due to a lot of meds and fun mental processes. I'm not really good at feeding myself. We'll use that as an example. I'm never hungry. Sometimes I am. Very more likely than not, I'm not hungry. And eating has become almost an annoyance to me. People like to say, oh, you know what, gaining weight, I wish I had that problem. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. But you know what? You don't. You don't have to deal with it, so you don't know what it's freaking like. Stop it. Stop it. It is rough, and it's hard on your body, okay? Anyway, yes, I have a hard time feeding myself. I should be an adult, and I should know how to cook, and I know how to cook in a crock pot. That's not really cooking. You're just throwing a bunch of things in a pot that gets hot, and then poop, it comes out. So I'm trying to do that more. I was really on the fast food train, because since I don't feel hungry, I don't realize I'm hungry till late at night, because I'm very focused on work, and I was doing 3 jobs at a time. So I would just do, and then at 9:30 at night, I'd be like, oh, I'm a little hungry. But 9:30 at night, I don't want to cook. So I would just go and get some Taco Bell. I love me some Taco Bell. But at this point, Taco Bell's still okay. But most fast food, I just feel really after. I don't even enjoy eating. And I want kids, but I'm very thankful I don't. I think I said earlier, because right now in my life, I get to be selfish and choose things. Oh, that might have not been you guys. That might have been that other kid I was talking to. But yeah, if I can't feed myself, how am I supposed to be able to feed a child 3 times a day? Oh, that's the camera? I don't know where I'm looking. Maybe it's good I'm not looking on the camera, because I'm kind of looking on the camera. But if I had to look there, that'd be really weird. How does it look? I don't know. I can't see here when I'm looking here. What is it? 1:18, 16? All right, so the 1:18 minute, I'm looking. Hello. Okay, we'll see how that looks. Anyway, I got things right there. But yeah, I don't know how to feed myself, so I don't know how I'm supposed to feed a child. But I'm also going to try to learn how to talk slower, because I realize people may not understand me because I don't pronunciate when I speak. I'm trying to get the edges of that. But yes, I think that's why this is good, is because I really need to learn to slow down. I do. I need to learn to slow down, and I need to learn to take care of myself, because I really don't take care of my human vessel, or human form, as you say. I don't really eat, I don't really sleep, and I don't really drink water, but I just keep going. That is probably why I grind my teeth. I don't remember where I put my mouth guard. It is here somewhere. I don't remember where it's at, but I can't lose it, because that thing's gonna cost me $600, and I have to get the double hard one, because I grinded through the regular one, the pieces were coming off. So this one's industrial, but it's here. I didn't take it out, so it's here somewhere. My cat stole my first one. But yes, so I gotta learn to take care of myself. I do need to learn how to sleep, and I'm trying to make conscious decisions, whether they are right or the wrong decisions. For example, tonight, I should have gone to bed because if I don't go to bed, I'm gonna be tired and yada yada. I know that. I know that because I really just experienced a 3-week manic episode and I think I'm at the loop of it. So I went through the manic for 3 weeks. For 2 weeks, I had my honey badger phase. I can use the cuss word, honey badger don't give a shit phase. And then I think it was only a week. Yeah, it was only a week. Maybe this is the second week where I went through my slump phase. I don't want to call it my depression phase because it's not long enough to be that. But I actually laid down and watched like YouTube or TV. And if you know me, that's not a thing I do. I can't just sit there and do that. So maybe that's relaxing, but I feel happiest when I'm doing something. I don't know why I suddenly got freaked out. Like, I can see the black thing behind me. Or you can see the purple looks so much lower than to me. But, I don't know. I got freaked out. Like, what if I see somebody in there? And I see, like, but I would hear him before I'd see him. So, and worrying doesn't help anything. So if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Anyway, conscious decisions. So yes, I realize that not going to sleep is not a good decision to make. But I consciously made it. I thought about it. And I know the different consequences that could happen. So instead of take the consequences of falling asleep right now and knowing I will not wake up, I know that tomorrow's Saturday and I actually don't have anything to do tomorrow. So I will go to bed tonight. I'm going to make myself go to bed tonight. And I'm going to try to catch up tomorrow. But that's not how sleep works. Like, when you have debt to sleep, you have interest. But that interest, like, ooh, it's like a bad credit card. The interest hits. So that's going to suck. But I do think I have a little excuse, or at least I'm giving myself a little excuse of looking like white hair. I actually love to dye my hair white, but I don't have the balls. Maybe I'll do that to all my hair so I can kind of see what it'll look like gray. And then maybe I could go white. But I'm dealing with the natural right now. Just dye the bottom darker so it covers up that red. Don't do red. If you do red, you gotta like continue to stay red, or else it's a pain in the butt to get out. Anyway, so yeah, I made the conscious decision, but that's something I'm thinking about too, is, I'm very impulsive, so I'll kind of just do things, be like, it'll be okay. But I am trying to be better. When I'm in my manic episode, it is really hard to not be impulsive, because that's literally like what I am. But, ooh, I can see the white right here, but you can see the brown, so the white doesn't. I feel like the eyebrows are too dark to be Elsa. Yeah, I'm not Elsa. I would like to be. I think everybody would like to be Elsa, except for Elsa. But the gray. Oh, and I see it in here. I'm like, oh, I look old. Oh, I know how I'm gonna look when I get old. I'm just gonna have more wrinkles. It's okay. We'll see. Anyway, we'll put a little bit right here. Did I put the other right there? Okay. Do I do enough in the back? Yeah, there's enough in the back. Anyway, so main thing is I'm in living my life, my own life. And it seems obvious, but I'm trying to take control of my life. And, when it says you choose your life, you create it. I do. I'm the only one that gets to live my life. I only get to live it once. My consciousness is only gonna get to do this one freaking time. So why not do the best I can and do what makes me happy? Like, I was in my manic phase when I was kind of going through that. Which is really not good because you can't actually do everything you want because there are rules and science does exist. So I can't be like, I'm gonna fly because I'm gonna die. So, there are obviously rules and boundaries, but something else about manifesting is embody the you want to be, the version of you want to be, if that makes sense. Damn, my eyes are looking really good in the mirror, but in here they're not. Is it because I'm not on the level? No, I'm just a reverse catfish. I swear, like, I'm better looking in person, or at least I think I am. I think the camera, like, it adds 10 pounds, but it doesn't actually add 10 pounds. It just adds some ugly on me. I'm not going to say ugly. It, like, downgrades me. I don't know. It's alright, because I don't really know who y'all are. And, oh, I'm in my abstinent phase. That's another thing. Oh, that doesn't really make sense when you don't know my situation. But you know what? We have theories. So we're going to, oh, that'd be my hair short. Nope, because when you put the hair up in the ponytail, it's going to be that tiny. I don't want that. I like a ponytail. I like that. But yes, going through my abstinence phase. So while I'm doing this, I'm not looking for nobody. I'm not dating nobody. And I'm not in anybody. I'm doing me. I'm myself. And I'm dating all my little things. When I talk to people, I say I'm dating myself. And I like it that way. Because I really, if I'm going to be going through this right now, I really want to work on me and figure me out. Because, you know, everybody has baggage. Or everybody has flaws. We'll say flaws. Because baggage is kind of not a nice way to say it. Everybody has flaws. And, you know, when you meet somebody, you're not going to be perfect. You're just not. And you're always going to have to be there for each other and help each other grow. And that's what's great about relationships. But if you meet somebody, would you rather meet them when you're at your worst and they have to struggle through all that, or meet them when you're at your best so they can meet you there and then y'all move up? You see what I'm saying? I think in both of my relationships, the two I've had as an adult, real ones, real committed relationships, I didn't think about any of these kind of things. And I kind of just did. And not that I don't use logic, but I feel a lot. And as I said, I'm very passionate and I feel intensely. So my feelings matter to me. So if I feel sad, I want to be able to vocalize I feel sad. And I've been in therapy forever, so I'm really able to overanalyze. But again, I was trying to control the world around me, and I realized I can't. I can't change the past, and I can't control the future. All I can do is control what I'm doing in the present. I can't control if you guys like me or not, or if anybody sees this or not. That's not something I can do. Now, I can take action to maybe make things or change, but I actually cannot control anything. I'm just a regular, stupid human species lady, female. I can't say the B word, but I'm just that. So that's what I'm working towards now, because I feel like when my people or my partners had to experience the rough, I hope they can see me more as the rough, more of me than just the rough. But when they experience that, it's really hard to unsee that. And sometimes it's hard to forgive that. Because I'm not going to say I'm the worst thing ever, but I made them. Things aren't always easy. And, so I just want to be a better me. And once I get to be the better me and I know I'm the best me, then I don't have to be worried. And I try not to be worried. Like, I feel like I'm very authentic. I don't really know how to be fake, we'll say. Like, I'm not good at lying. I'm really not good at lying. You can ask my parents or anybody that knows me. I'm not bad at hiding things. I've tried and it doesn't work. So, I'm just this. And I'm very, unfortunately, I can't really think before I speak. I try. I don't say, oh, you look fat or ugly. But that's not also something I would say. I don't really like to say unkind things. It's funny, I say about myself, but I'm also not genuine when I say it about myself. Like when I say I'm a bitch, I don't actually mean that. It's just fun to say, because I'm not a blonde Barbie. I'm a little brunette. Beep. Because I can't bleep it, because I'm not going to edit it. I could, but that's not, which is fun, interesting, because I like to edit, but I don't have the Final Cut Pro software. So yeah. Ooh, that back crack, baby. Can I look at the weather? You know what? That's why I have a watch. So I don't have to mess this thing up. So I can look at what clothes I'm going to wear. It's 5 o'clock. Okay. Severe weather? No. No. What is happening? Okay. I don't understand. What time is it now? Okay. Wait. It's not going to get that till 2 p.m. It's going to be... Okay. That's fine. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay. Okay. How do I stop this? You know what? Just back out of it. Okay. I figured out the general layout of the weather. So I did my face. Oh, I gotta do the other face things. I gotta have like a face routine so I don't... my face looks like... not rough, but I smoked weed for a while. And I don't know if anybody knows this or recognizes this. Maybe it's just me. But when people do things, like chemical things, their face starts to look like a little rough, like denty. Not denty, but like the pores are like going in. And I didn't do like hard things. I only did weed, but still. I mean, I'm a hyper addictive person, so every day. Not during work though. It was an after work thing, but still every day for however long I did it. My sense of time is very skewed. But yeah, so I did that, and why are we caring about my face? That doesn't matter. Again, I trail off. I don't even mean to. But yes, so I'm really excited for this time. Do I want it? Actually, now, yeah. I don't like the situation I'm in. I'm hoping it doesn't end like it's supposed to end. But I can't worry about that. Because if that's all I worry about, then I'm not taking care of me. And I have to take care of me. Because people may love me, but nobody's going to take care of me like I'm going to take care of me. You know, I would say, oh, well, I shouldn't say this because then it may hurt their feelings. Or, you know, they may like me less. Or, you know, I may make him mad and I don't want him mad at me. And I'm not saying, like, you should just be completely unfiltered and not, like, just say whatever. But I realize that the only me that's going to worry about me is me. The other person, they can worry about themselves. They can worry about how they feel. That's not on me. If I want something, I'm going to need to say it. Or if I don't want something, I need to say it. Because they're worrying about what they want or what they don't want. I can't try to be like, oh, well, they don't want it. So, you know, I'll try to, you know, not push them out of what they don't want. If they don't want it, then I'm not gonna, you know, I don't want them to feel pressured to want it. They're not gonna feel pressured if they don't want to feel freaking pressured. And if they do feel pressured, that's on them. Sorry. I just have to be me. I have to make my own choices and I have to worry about myself. I've never done it. I'm always worried about other people. I'm not even worried about if they like me. I put myself first because I was selfish, like smoking weed. It wasn't helping the people around me. Honestly, it wasn't even helping me, but I was selfish. But I do worry about my effect on other people. If I'm too much for them, if I'm worrying them, no. And, you know, I gotta worry about me. If they want to worry about me, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. But I gotta worry about me because I gotta take care of me. I'm my own mommy now. I mean, oh, that's a whole nother fun story. I'm learning to not... I look way more red. Do I? I can change the color. Oh, I gotta learn how to not be trauma dump. I did that for a long time. And I didn't know I was doing it. Okay, so that's the other color. Darker me. Which me do I like? Honestly, I think I look best that way. It gives me my dark essence. It's crazier. I look darker in my eyes than I look on here, which is, I think, why I like it. Because what you see now is what I was seeing when the lights were on. And see? You see the darkness in my eyes? I'm loving it. But again, it doesn't really matter. And I need light. So, yes. Oh, I gotta put the last thing on before I get my clothes. But yeah, I keep saying it. I kind of go in a roundabout circle, which is why I think it's actually good to say this. Because, yeah, people gotta skip around. Sorry. I will ramble forever. It's been an hour 34. I'm not gonna say I'm tired, but I did have a lot of thoughts. I'm a little tired of it, but I can just keep going. That's the thing. My thoughts never stop, baby. But yeah, right now, I say but yeah, and I say okay. Just so you know, I found out I do that when I'm switching to like a different thought. I thought it was a filler, which it is a filler, but it is also my way of controlling where my thoughts are going, because they come and go. So I have to say, okay, now this, okay. But I think I'm on the but yeah train. I'll say words like I'll say bro a lot, and then I'll say bruh, and then I think right now I'm on bitch. I don't know. That's not a typical thing I say. So okay. So we got all the thingies, and I don't feel like doing the whole thing. I was doing the whole fake up makeup thing. For a long time, I just did eyeliner, mascara like I did this. And then I got on the let's do the whole face thing. That'd be fun Monday. But that day's not today. It's fun. It's like doing art on your face, but it's a whole 45-minute process. Plus. And then, if you mess up, you just wasted all that time. In certain colors, one time I did my face, and I thought I looked good, and then I wore green, and I literally looked yellow. I was like, what's going on? It's the foundation. But still, everything, all pain in the butt. And I don't feel like doing all that. Alright, I brushed my hair. I think, should I add some things to this? But I just dry shampooed it. Let's see if there's anything I can do. I was about to say, but yeah, because I don't have any other way to get to the next statement. And I just said that I'm about to say that and I don't want to say it, but I don't know how to get to the next statement without doing it. So, that's going to be my new thing. So, gosh, I say, long story short, my point being, this is my time to worry about me, take care of me, and just learn what I love about myself and where I want to be. And I don't know if I want to go through all that with you guys right now. No. But should I be authentic? But, I said I didn't want to, and I need to care about what I want. I just don't want to do that right now because that's a big me thing, is to care about what I need for myself. It says antifreeze, but it also says straight heat protection spray. Okay. We'll try this one because the other one's milk, and not milk, it's like hair milk, but it's really greasy, and I obviously try to get the grease out. I just don't want all the frizzies, because the frizzies make it look like you're homeless. Some girls can look good with the frizzies. I don't look good with the frizzies. But I'm also not going to try too hard because it don't really matter. Oh, the frizzies are still there. How do I make them go away? I gotta straighten it. And I could, because I'm up right now, but honestly, I'm not doing that. We'll try to comb them out. I wanted to say the BY again. BY, this is my time. This is my time. And I think I'm not going to say think. It has been helping a lot. Like I'm able to do this right now. I don't think I ever would have been able to do that before. And it's weird. I'm confident but self-conscious. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but that's how it is. Like I can go out in the club and I'm going to dance like nobody's watching because I don't really care. Because I'm not going to see y'all again. And I'm not trying to date y'all or y'all. So why do I care? But obviously, like, oh, but then why are you putting on makeup and clothes? Because I want to present myself. Like, basically, when you make yourself, you are trying to show people the physical aspects of how your conscious sees yourself. Does that make sense? So when I put professional clothes on, it's because I see myself, and I know I'm professional. I know what the heck I'm doing, and I want to put that out to the world. I want y'all to see. Plus, when I was in the army, I wore the same exact thing every day. I could spill coffee on my uniform and you couldn't tell because it would blend in with the camouflage, which I guess is what camouflage is for. And then before that, when I'm in the middle school and the high school, I was like I'm a tomboy, right? So I didn't wear dresses and heels because that's girly. Who freaking cares? I don't know if y'all remember Jenna Marbles. Love you, girl. She had a video, and I watched that, I think in, like, late middle school, early high school, that says she was packing her bag to, like, it was about how women pack their bag when they go on a trip. And it was for 2 days or something. She puts all this stuff in there, and then she's like, I'm gonna put in a dress because I'm a effing lady. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pack a dress because I'm a fucking lady. And I was like, you know what? Actually, I don't like the word lady, but I realized, you know what? I can wear a dress. Just because I'm a tomboy and I don't want to be seen as girly, I can wear a dress. I'm a fucking girl. Which dudes can wear dresses too. I'm chill. Not everybody agrees with that, but that's a whole nother fun little theory I like to think about. It's on my list. Gender versus sexuality, because, the genitalia is what, oh, that's so much fun. I didn't really know my whole opinion until I sat there and had a night like this. This is why this can't become a regular, because I can't have my brain shocking me because I stayed up too late again. It's called Hypnic Jump. Look into it. It is very uncomfortable. I'm not going to say it's scary. It was scary the first few times because I was like, what's going on? But anyway, yes. Oh, I said, but anyway. Instead of, but yes. But anyway, I am being who I want to be, putting my best foot out. And you know what? I know I talk a lot. And that is something I'm trying to work on because I want to be better at it. But you know what? If you don't like it, then don't talk to me. If you got a problem with it, then tell me. I'm very open with people. I say, hey, if I'm talking too much and you got to go do something, go do it. Tell me I'm yapping. I'm my dude at my paintball field. I say, hey, let me know when I'm talking too much. And he did it. I was talking and he's like, yap. I was like, oh, I need to stop. So it was nice because I truly don't recognize. And it's because I'm not being mindful. I'm going as fast as I feel in my head. And I maybe shouldn't be doing that all the time. But it's okay. Because that's me. And the people who love me will deal with me. And the people who don't love me will skip me. And that's okay. Because there are so many people in this world. And I'm just going to experience my experience. And you know what? When I mess up sometimes, it's going to be okay. And if I'm annoying sometimes, it's going to be okay. Because I think I can be a little bit annoying. But that is not good to think about as who I'm trying to be. But I'm not annoying. I'm a very talkative person, and people don't like that. So some people may find it annoying, but I'm not. I'm figuring out what I am in the world. Okay, that color is not good. Oh, it's because that's the orange color. That's the blue color. Okay. Boop. Is this better? Because it's the blue. You know what? We're just going to go to this one. The darker one. See, I just feel better. And the darkness. Alright, so it's going to be this. I can wear this. Did I wear a skirt? What the frick did I wear? Oh, I didn't go to work yesterday, which feels like today because I didn't go to sleep. But yesterday, I did not go to work. I was feeling very unwell. So, I wore this. Okay. So, we'll wear that. Oh, do I really want to wear that? It says it might rain. So, I can't wear long pants because I'm really short. So, my long pants fall. Alright, let's go through all my different bottoms and see what I can do. You're not bad. You're not going to drag the ground. You're not going to drag the ground. I like yellow and I like black. Does the yellow and black fit this feel today? Gosh, dang it. I stole the frizzies. Yeah, I might do the yellow black. I'm not feeling cheetah. I have a cheetah pant thing. And I could wear that. But I'm not feeling that bold. Nope. I'm feeling the bright from the yellow and the elegance and sophisticated of the black. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. I gotta think about things differently. I think I just get so caught up in the everyday. Go to work, go home, do this, do that, which is very good because that's reality. And that's what the world or the whatever reality I'm experiencing. But I also feel like I need to slow down and think about it. Instead of just throwing on clothes, does this look good? Does this not? How do I want to feel? How do I feel? How do I want the rest of the day to be? because if the clothes help me feel the way I want to feel, and that's how I want to feel, then I'll get to where I want to feel. And I want to be the best me that I want to be. I've actually realized things I want to do and things I want to be and accomplish. Oh yeah, that's my button down. But is that gonna be too hot? Gonna be too hot? Oh yeah, I'm not looking at the rest. I could. I'm trying to think about any other the black sleeves I have. Can I put you here? I'll put you here and I'll look. But yeah, that's gonna fall. I don't know why. I do know why. It's because it's a interesting case. But yeah, if I just gotta be the best me I can be, man. I'm so excited to do that. And okay, I have 2 different tops I'm thinking of. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. So that means I'm gotta really be mindful to do that. And I haven't been that the past couple days. Because I'm really focusing on just, that's my main thing. I just want to get to work on time. That really messed me up with my manicness. My freaking 3-week manic phase. Whoo! I'm noticing it. I don't know. I have meds for it, but are they helping or are they not? I mean, it's good that I recognize it. What would I be without my meds? But I wasn't on my ADHD meds too, so I was forgetting to take my bipolar meds. So those 3-4 weeks was really intense. I think I'm done with everything in here. Did I put my deodorant on? Did I do that in front of y'all? Fuck, I don't even know. I didn't show my tits, so I guess that's all that matters. Done that, not that I have any. Oh, also that. So, I'm part of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, and it used to be a really big thing that bothered me. Like, it was really weird every time. Like, I would say that to my husband a lot. I'm like, oh, I don't have tits. He's like, no, I don't care. I like them. I'm like, no, you don't. But that's because I truly, like, I couldn't understand that. Because I would look at them and I'm like, that's not how it works. But it doesn't matter. Like, I can look at itty bitties. I'm like, you know what? They ain't bad. You know what? They're a little small, but you know what? I'm rocking a small titties at least. But I do. When people are like, oh, I'm not looking at your boobs. I'm like, I didn't think you were because I don't have nothing. But I do it jokingly now because I'm okay. I mean, of course, when I gain weight, I'm hoping the boobies come up a little bit, but and they're never gonna be where I would hope for them or I would enjoy for them to be, but that's okay. Because you know what? They're there, and if somebody likes them, then they'll deal with them, and if not, then they won't. And if you can't be a part of the Everybody Titty Committee, then this be a shame for you. Also, you know, I used to get bothered. I'm like, oh, you know, what am I gonna do? You guys not gonna like me. I'm not really like, what if I'm weird? Well, I am weird. And the thing is, you know, guys really like the cookie cutter girl, like the blonde Barbie. Nothing wrong with the blonde Barbies. Hey, y'all get them. I'll be at a club, and I saw this blonde girl walking. She's walking like this, and there are 4 guys trailing after her, and I'm like, oh, y'all just saw my messy house. Okay, I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, so fuck it, it's okay. Y'all can experience my go through in life, I guess. But yes, there are 4 dudes trailing after her. I'm like, dang, you know what? I'd like that, but I don't want me because I don't want a man. I don't want a man or a woman. I don't want nobody. I want me. And that's it. So, you know, so I was like, you know what? How do I get what? You know, guys might not like me. I'm not a blonde Barbie. And I got down for a little bit. I'm like, you know what? If they want a blonde Barbie, if they want a cookie cutter girl, not that blonde Barbies are cookie cutter girls, I'm just saying, if they want a cookie cutter girl, then I can't have them because I don't think I'm cookie cutter. I'm really not. I gotta turn this around because I gotta change, and I can't. Can I put you at the ceiling? Oh, can I let you look at a duck? I got a lot of ducks in here. This is my duck bathroom, so you got duck drive. Duck, 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 duck. I got a lot of ducks. Well, this is my favorite duck. I don't think I can switch it. Okay, this is my favorite duck. He's holding my toilet brush. Look at him. Wait, can I let y'all look at him? No, I can't hold him anywhere. What duck can you look at? No, y'all look at the soap duck. The soap looks gross, but it's because of my paint. Okay. We're gonna let y'all look at the duck. Can you see the cute duck? Okay. When you look at him, think about me. Okay, I'm talking as I'm doing the duck. So, but yes, I realized, wait, can you see me in the mirror? No. Okay. Oh, that would have been awkward. I would have had to delete that whole damn video. But no. So, I can't be worried. If a guy, like if I'm too weird for somebody, bro, you better go running, alright? I am only gonna get weirder from here. Now, I'm gonna grow and get better from here too, but God, where's the underwear? I just had the underwear, bruh. God, oh, it's over here. Okay. But yes, oh gosh, I keep rambling and I go around in circles because I hear the different thoughts in circles, and maybe that's why I say them in circles. But yeah, if you can't like me for me, then I just can't do it. I can't be like regular, normal people. And no, there's no normal. I don't believe there is like normal. But when you're talking about basic things and you're saying it in layman's terms, because that's how you explain things to people, is how people say things. If somebody wants, I've always wanted to be the girl next door. You see that in the movies and it's fun. And I did have a crush on the boys next door, but I'm not calm. I'm not Jennifer Fox, I think. Is that her name? Jennifer Fox? No, Jennifer Aniston, and then Megan Fox. Like, I'm not saying I don't look good. I actually told myself I looked beautiful, and I believed it the other day. It's wild because you can think you look good in your head, but I never actually said out loud that I thought I looked beautiful. It still feels odd to say. I need to say it more, because if I don't believe it, then I'm not going to believe others believe it. But yes. Anyway, I'm just... how do I describe myself now? Because I'm not lame and I'm not cool. I am a non-conventional, over-compulsive goofball. Or I'll say that for now. I've been evolving it. Because it started with goofball, but then I'm unconventional. Because the way I have to do things to get through my life is not something a regular person would do, such as hang up clothes. I can't hang up clothes. You saw a few because I just hung them up the other day. But I organize my different types of clothes in different types of laundry baskets so everything can just fall. It's funny, I'm looking at myself in the mirror to be able to have something to talk to. But yes, that's how I'm looking at it. But I also don't want men, but that's why I don't have to be worried. Because if I don't have to worry about if anybody's interested in me or thinks I'm weird, because they can just go on to the next human being. They can just ignore me when I talk. Or just say, hey, that pass by thing, I knew that was a thing, but I didn't really realize. I've grown up with the thought, my whole life motto was treat people like you want to be treated, right? That's why I don't say mean things. I don't like to call people weird, even if they are doing odd things, because I understand everybody's different. And I've had some foot fetish people. Oh, so many fun stories. I gotta write them down so I can tell y'all. But yeah, I've just never been able to call people weird and stuff like that, because it's treat people how you want to be treated thing. So when I'm in, did I put this on the right way? I think so. So when I'm in the elevator, right? I work all the way on the 21st to 22nd floor where I work, and I talk to people. See, you see the frizzies, and I don't know how to stop them. Probably if I did a better hair care routine. But you know what? I'm digging it. See the pants? See the shirt? I don't care if y'all like it, because I'm feeling it. Black and yellow, it's black and yellow, black and yellow. I don't really know the whole song, but the bumblebee, my whole car is smiley faces. My favorite color is black, which when y'all say it's not a color, it is a color. It's the absorption of all colors, which makes it a color. It makes it a thing of a shade or for a thing you can see, so it's a color, okay? Absorption of all colors makes it what? Another type of color. People, if it's in the Crayola box, it's color. Anyway, so black's my favorite color. I used to hate yellow as a kid because I thought it looked bad on me, but I need positive vibes. I was in a very dark stage for most of my life that I've lived so far. So now I just love to smile. And I love to be positive and talk and just have fun. And so having smiley faces in my car helps me with that. And I have a big yellow purse because it, yellow, happy, bloop, brightness. That's honestly, with the manifesting, it's like, what am I? And what is my purpose? What do I bring to the world? I don't know what my whole life is, but in this timeline, you know, when you think of who you are, what are you? There's different things, right? There's genetics, right? What came down in your brain. And then there's your learned behaviors by how you are. But what are you as your being deep down in your core? Like I can say, like I have bipolar, right? But that doesn't define me. It does describe how I do things and why I do things the way I do things. But, you know, so one of the things I like to say about myself is I am light. I'm not Jesus light or God or the sun. I'm not as important as the sun. But I'm very open and I have I'm very understanding and I can look at things from many different perspectives. And I think a very open perspective. So I'm very open to new people and very open to what they have to say, even if I don't agree. And I don't try to convince people of things because that's not my job. If they want to be open and hear what I have to say, that's great. We can go into a conversation, but my job is not to convince you that like I'm not crazy or that the earth is flat or round. That's not my job. You come up with your own conclusion. It's your own life, okay? Anyway, so yeah. But because of those things and I'm really friendly, I think I can just bring light to people. Say a homeless guy on the street because I live in did I ever say where I was? I hope I didn't. Did I when I was talking about the gym? I hope not. I live not in the city, but kind of in the city. Not like New York City, in the suburb city, okay? We'll say that. So I'm there, and I'm going to get lunch at a lunch place. I'm trying to be not specific, just because I realize I'm really too open, and that's really not safe. Like, that's the things you see on the ID channel. And I know it's on there, because I watch that every single day growing up, because I'm my mama. Anyways, so I got anyways, so, but yeah, and then, because, I don't remember the other one. So, what I'm trying to say is there was a homeless guy on the road. We were walking to my lunch place, and it's raining, and he's like, doing a little wagon, or pulling a little waggy. So I said, oh, well, let me help you. So I help him a little bit of the way, and I'm like, hey, I gotta go get my lunch, but have a great day. Get my lunch, come back, and he is still walking in the rain. And I'm like, hey, how are you? Are you okay? You're still walking in the rain. And so we sat there and talked. And I needed to go back to work. I only have a certain amount of lunch break, and I typically work through lunch. But you know what? Why not? We're having a conversation. And he said his name was Good Chucky, and he's really known on the internet. If I asked my parents, they would know who he was. And he wanted to take a little picture with me and a little video with me. And then we talked, and I said, okay, well, I brought you where you gotta go, and I hope you have a great day. He said, okay, what's your name? I'm me. And he said, okay, me. And then as I'm walking down the road, he had this like air horn, speakerphone, the thing, would you put it at your mouth and it goes blah. Anyway, what you see at like a football game or the sports games. And he's like, how do you say it? Because I'm thinking of my name. You're my angel, me, you're an angel, screaming it down the freaking street. And there are people walking down like, what is this crazy guy doing? And they're laughing, but I'm laughing too because there's no reason to be embarrassed. It was like, you know what? I made that dude's freaking day. And all I had to do was talk to him. And yeah, wow, I did like a few minutes late at lunch. Ew, so bad. But no, it was nice. I just got to help him, talk to him, and I made his day just by not caring that he was homeless or whatever he was. That doesn't make me special, okay? I'm not a special person. Actually, I am special. We are all special. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, I don't think I'm holier than thou because of that, but I think that is something about me that makes me why I'm here, is because I can do that, and some people don't want to do that. those people that don't want to do that, they have something else in their life that, that makes them them. But that's what makes me me. I try to say that, so I bring the light. I'm able to be open. I'm able to listen to people's thoughts, and I've been in therapy for so long. When I was inpatient, the ladies like, you can be your own therapist. Goodness, I'm like, I know, but I'm still here, aren't I? It's actually kind of crazy. I'm not saying I'm like a prophet. I'm definitely not saying a prophet. Okay, I'm not. When I made that joke, it's actually like I don't think it. Okay, what I'm trying to say is when people are like, oh, this girl acts like this, I'm like, oh, okay. Or this dude acts like this. I'm like, yeah, it's probably because of this that they went through what's led to this type of thought, and that's why they portray that. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm 100% correct because I don't know you. I don't know in your life. But A plus B equals C, right? That's how that works. So, I mean, I just kind of know it. And it doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't mean I know your experience, because I don't. We all go through different experiences, and each experience makes our look on. Bro, I was looking for that freaking cup all morning, and it's literally right there. I wish I could switch this. Okay, so you see that? See that cup? It's right there, and I was right there, and it was right there. Ooh, ha ha ha. Cups, drinks. Water's healthy. Okay. Yeah, that's water. I was like, is that alcohol? No, it's just got orange juice in it. Okay. Anyway, so. Oh, that was a noise, but it's my cat snoring. I was like, what the frick is that? But yeah, I feel like I just kind of get people, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I can hear something, and it makes sense. If you're acting this way, it probably means you're insecure. And I know because I've been insecure. And if you're insecure, it probably led from either A, B, or C. It could have led from D, but D is also an option. I don't know. It's just kind of like it makes sense. That's how humans work. So I don't always know it, but I feel like I'm pretty good at that too. So, and I like to be there for people. The only thing that sucks is that because I have so many thoughts and I compulsively talk so much, that I think I miss out a lot on hearing how other people feel. Oh, goodness, I almost kept the light on, and I'm trying to do better on electricity. Okay, y'all are lucky because I'm a burper, and that is one of my few talents that I'm in love with. And I normally, I can burp Baby by Justin Bieber, okay? That is my favorite talent, but some people find it amazing. Some people find it disgusting. I'm not going to, stop myself, but I do recognize that it might be kind for me to not burst that onto you on the first video, which is already 2 hours. Oh, Jesus. Does YouTube, yeah, YouTube does let you do that. It does let you post those long videos because people do streams. But that's okay. I don't expect anybody to watch the whole thing. Y'all pop in and out when you want, or just don't. Just pop out and never come back. Just completely forget this exists. And that's okay. Because y'all are really just y'all are just on the top of the iceberg. You know the iceberg thing? Y'all on the top. You're just like, ooh, that's a tall rock, isn't it? Oh, girl, this is an iceberg. I'm a tall iceberg? No, I'm a short iceberg. I don't know how to say it. I'm a really cold iceberg. I don't know. I'm a very intense iceberg, okay? Y'all are just getting the tip of it. Just top. I just thought of a dirty joke. And because I said that, I'm assuming y'all know what the dirty joke is. See, my neck is fucked. When I gain weight, 130 pounds, I'm having a double chin and all that shit. It's bad. And it's, one, because it's in my height, but two, I think it's also because just how I am. My neck, I'm 100 pounds right now. I was 102, and then I didn't eat much besides peanut butter and jelly, and then I lost weight. Very not good. Okay, well, I guess I can turn my alarm clock off. How messy is it? Oh, it's a little messy, but it ain't bad. Okay. Gotta turn that off, cause I'm going into work early. See, this is me when I'm in a manic episode. I'm not now. But when I am, you see this energy? I'm going for 36 or 48 hours without sleep. And I'm just feeling like this, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. Nope, it's just pure adrenaline, fight or flight. But I'm in whatever one I'm in. I don't know if I'm fighting from reality or fighting through the struggle on the inside. I don't know. Can y'all be my therapist? Maybe I should cut this up into 2 videos. That's wild. I don't even know. But, I mean, if I end up making more videos, right, that, I mean, people really don't go back to the first one unless, like, you're known. And I'm not going to get known. But if I ever get known, then people want to watch this part. I mean, why not? But I should keep it a little bit shorter, shouldn't I? Oh, fuck it. We'll figure it out. Okay. I was thinking about eating food, but I don't really have anything breakfasty to eat here. I have frozen Totino's pizza and frozen steamables broccoli. I do have a salad. You know what? I'll bring a salad to work. I don't really think about food. If I don't eat this salad, it's going to go bad. I'm assuming it hasn't already gone bad. How do I know? Best Buy. Okay. Where is your Best Buy? Okay, you're still good. You guys aren't bad, but you're not. Okay, we're gonna eat you today. Do you eat salad for breakfast? I don't know. I wish I had a freaking lunchbox so I didn't have to put this in the fridge at work. Can you see that? Should I button the next one up? Because I don't want to look like a, what do you call that? Not a shoddy. I'm a shorty. No, I'm not. I am a shorty, but I think a shoddy's like, yeah, you my shoddy, like my bitch. Oh, that's my one thing. So the reason yeah, we gotta button that up. Okay? I'll put you up here. We're all on eye level. That's like one of the 101s of filming is eye level. You do it from up, you get up the nose, and do it from down, you're looking down on them. So eye level. See, I'll button this up. But yes, the way I came up with my description of myself, or a good way of explaining myself, is because I'm not lame, right? Lame's a very objective term, but, you know, I'm not a bum. I go to work, and it was hard. I was in the freaking army, okay? And I have a lot of fun hobbies. I got Dungeons and Dragons. I got Magic the Gathering. I got art. I got paintball. I'm sure I have other ones that I'm not thinking about filming, editing, playing Rock Band. Okay, I'm bad at video games, but I do enjoy some. Oh, I used to write episode stories. Never finished them. Bro, that's so much coding. I like lost my mind. And then I was going through, it was based off of my real life. So, trauma. But anyway, so yeah, I got a lot of fun hobbies. So I'm not going to say I'm lame, but I'm not cool. Like when I was trying to say shoddy or whatever, that doesn't sound right coming out of me. Like, no cap. Bro. It's like when you're too old for something. Like, I can say janky, or I can say bet, or yeet. I never did the yeet at the yeet time. Like, you know when the jelly... Oh, this is going to show my age. Remember, for people who remember, you remember we had those jelly bracelets? And then those were cool, but then when we got a little bit older, we started adding meanings to them. Like, pink meant kiss, the black meant what the black meant, you know. And then if you pop them, that means you had to do it. I don't think anybody did it. Or maybe the ballsy ones. I don't know. I wasn't allowed to have them. I was the bad kid growing up. I wasn't bad. I was just misunderstood, okay? Call a kid a bad kid growing up. Well, then, yeah. You know, love me because I'm the bad kid. You like the better kid better. That's okay, though. I'm better because of it. I'm sorry. I make myself laugh. But anyway, that's why I'm like, I'm not lame, but I'm not cool. I can't say the cool words. People are asking me what they meant. My friend asked me. He does, like, a game show, but asking me what things mean. I can't even remember the words. I have such bad memory. I think it's because I don't sleep. And when you sleep is where you download your memories. without the cool. I'm gonna work. Oh, I'm also, like, I like corny things. My favorite thing is, "What's up, buttercup?" And the best reply is, "Nothing much, just being a cup of butter." Oh my god. Those are one of the things. So if I'm on a dating app, okay, if I was to do that, and I message, "What's up, buttercup?" And they said, "Nothing much, being a cup of butter," that's a green flag right there. Even if you weren't the best looking, I mean, the looks matter. Oh, I kind of feel like I feel like that's fun. But it does make me look younger, I feel like. It always looks better when your hand's in your hair. But, you know what? I like, this is the me. When I think about myself, this is what I see. But you know what? Maybe I should go back and, I got like, it's 5:30. I don't gotta be in until 8:30. I'm gonna get in early for sure. But then, can I talk to you guys? Because then you're gonna know where I work. It looks like an office, but if you know the office, you can search it. Salad. Where's dressing? I can't eat salad without my Olive Garden salad dressing. That's banging. But anyway, yeah. That, nothing much, just being a cup of butter. Oh, that reply gets me. It really does get me every time. There's other ones, like me and somebody did that. They're like, "Nothing much, just being a cup of butter." Or, "What's up, buttercup?" "Nothing much, Captain Crunch. What about you?" And I said, "Nothing much, just being a yoo-hoo." I can't remember. That thing was like early high school. Freshman year. Ooh. Yeah, I used to write poems about boys I liked back then, and I'd give it to them. So maybe I am lame, okay? I don't know, I guess this is how you describe lame. I think I'm pretty cool. No, okay, I'm not cool. I'm fun. I am fun. See, oh, I like how my hair looks here. Do I really want to affect it? You know what, I can try it, and if I don't like it, take it down. Ooh, I put the lights on. I think we were good at this last time. No, we're going to this shade, okay? This is the shade I think I like. Yeah, I feel like this describes me most. I mean, I still look red, but I am naturally red here. Anyway. Ooh. Gosh, dang. I need to, like, work out. I do. I'm going to work out for the butt. And that butt's for me. I mean, it's for other people, but that's my thing. I hate the gym. Which is why I play paintball. And I used to do, oh yeah, that's also, I used to do pole dancing and I used to do MMA. When I did pole dancing, not stripper, just up the pole, you know. It's working out your, like, abs and your arms at the same time, but also being sexy. Like, who doesn't want to work out and be sexy at the same time? And I don't like the gym because then, I mean, I know people are being nice. People look at you when you're doing something wrong. And you're like, "Bro, I'm not retarded. I just don't know what I'm doing." But then they try to come up to you, and I'm like, please don't come up to me. I don't know you. It's just, I just don't like it. So, hair ties. No, hair ties. Hair ties. So, yeah. Yes. Oh, the lame thing, yep. I never really realized I didn't pick up on social cues. Because I get people, I do. But the social cue thing, I don't. Because I was like, oh, I thought I was pretty good at poems. Because poems are patterns. Another thought. Okay, so I used to think I'm both type A and type B. And technically everybody is. Well, I thought, I gotta do this. It's gonna look weird because you're looking at my crotch. But if I try to bang my hair, I'll do it this way. So, I thought I was type B, right? Because I'm really creative. But then I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'm just half type A, half type B. But I think I'm like 90% type A. Even though I'm really creative, I do it all within a controlled manner. Like, I'm awful at English or grammar, whatever you want to say. And bad at literature because I can't focus enough to read a book. I liked reading, but there's two things. One, I get hyper addicted to the story and I won't do anything else. So there was a book I was reading and I'd read it in class, not listen to class. I would not go to sleep. I'd read the book. That's all I did because I had to know. I was so involved in the story. So being hyper addicted to a book is just wild. But then also, I can't really comprehend what I read, which is wild, being in the job field I'm in and being a 27-year-old. But yeah, if there's multiple pages of information, I really, really struggle with reading it and then comprehending it because there's just too much. And after, it's like my brain just kind of zones out and I'm like reading the words, the English words, but I'm not putting them together to make what they mean. So that's why I actually like bullet points a lot. Business, what was it? Professional, I think it was business writing. And I was amazing at that because that's all about bulleting and basically making like outlines and formatting. That is me. That is me. So again, yeah, I'm great at math because there's a formula, and once you know the formula, it's the same formula every time. English changes every freaking year, okay? Freaking, you have a comma here, you can't have the comma here. Well, yeah, no. There's no formula to it. There's like sometimes a basis, and then even if I do it first or third person, if it don't sound right to you and you don't like it, then bleh. And I have to know all the vocabulary, and that's a lot to remember, and that's why I don't like that. So I'm bad at history. I love to learn, and I'm really interested in things that happened, but I am really bad at dates, and I really don't like sad things. This gives me a totally different look, but I don't know if I like it. Because it's looking big on me, so then I have a small head. And if I could make it like voluminous, then maybe. But then, and then my angles. I don't know how to look at this angle because I literally can't see myself. I like this angle better, but it's also because like I can literally see out of this eye better. Like I see my whole face. But here, like, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, because this eye is like much smaller and I can see all this. When I go this way, like, if I turn my face any more, I can't see. And my ear looks much more pointy. Nope, it's going back down. We'll do that another day. Honestly, it'd probably be better if I didn't do the whole hair tie and I did like a thingy. But I'll see if I have that. And then we'll give that an option and then we're done. We're done. Because I don't feel like, ooh, hoop earrings. Where did I put them? I put them here. That was another thing. My husband doesn't really like my hoop earrings, but I love them. So I think I almost always wore them. I think that was something, fuck it, I'm not doing that. I'm keeping the hair down. So that was something I kind of always didn't give up on because it's something I really liked. But that was always hard because I'm like, wait, well, if we go out and I don't wear them, then maybe he'll think I'm sexier. And maybe he'll want me because there's so much about me that I feel like I haven't even shared yet. Iceberg. But anyway, yeah. But I like them. So I look a little gator. I don't care. I'll talk a little ghetto. I don't care. I'm just saying what my conscience and what my soul is like feeling. But I'm saying it about myself. I'm never judging nobody else. I just overshare and a trauma dump sometimes. But there's a kid I'm talking to. Okay, he is not a minor. Okay, when I say kid, I just mean younger than me. Okay, there's a kid I'm talking to. Bro, I really adore him. He is very open. And the stuff he's been through is very hard. But he just outright says it. Kind of like what I used to do about my mom. I didn't know that I was trauma dumping. I thought I was just kind of like very open. Because, I've been saying my mom's in prison since I was like in elementary school. So I thought that was like a normal thing that I could just talk about. And then finally my husband, we were at a Mexican restaurant with one of my friends. And I was talking about it. He's like, you can't do that. And I'm like, why? He's like, because people don't know how to respond. Like, that's not normal. I'm like, but it is normal. Like, I know not everybody's mom goes to prison, but I don't know. That was, like, not an issue. Oh, that's something I'm working through in therapy, is what's normal, what's not normal. Oh, gosh. That'd be a fun therapy session, but it's already 2 hours and 19 minutes. Who cares? I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I should quit. But you know what? Why? I already have a video that I was going to post, but I wanted to edit. So I'm not posting that one. But it's me in my kitchen doing the Russian accent. I am not saying I am good at the Russian accent. However, I did 2 minute video. 2 minute video. And I feel that it's very fun. I feel very sexy. See, I learned a few things. So, that is. So, instead of the TH, it's that. So, this is a comb. This is a comb. Correct? Correct. Then, the respect. Sexy. That's how you get the Russian. Okay. So yeah, I did a thing where I was just like, I'm gonna make dinner. I wasn't actually cooking because I wasn't creating myself, but I was having food and I put it together and that I ate it for dinner. So I made dinner and I did it in a Russian accent. And that was the first time I did something like this where I was like, I'm okay with being dumb. And if it looks dumb, it looks dumb. Who cares? But I haven't posted it yet because I do want to edit that one. Like I want to, like when something's funny, you know how you zoom in and then you zoom back out. Like I gotta make cuts. I gotta do something because somebody just sitting here watching this. I mean, the young people these days, like cuts used to not be a thing. Like when I learned film, jump cut is not okay. Probably in real film, but you don't jump cut. You don't. You do crossfade or you go into another angle or you go into B-roll. Jump cut was sinful in filming. And I was just, it's everywhere. What? It's wild. So, but I gotta make some edits anyway. But with this, I keep second guessing myself, which I guess isn't bad. I could put deodorant on, but if I put it on this, I want to wear the real deodorant because as being a part Italian lady, I don't like lady, but you know what? As a bro, no. Okay. I guess I gotta put it back in there. But yes, I'm gonna use this because I'm actually on black. So, you do not want what's up getting on there. I'm a very big person to say that's what she said too. I kind of just walk right into it. But it's because I don't think before I speak, unfortunately. I'll get better at that though. There's so much I'm trying to work on. I need to go to the gym so I can build my butt, so I can have a butt, since I don't got the boobies. But then if I eat, well, then if I work out, then I'll be hungry, then I'll eat, then I'll gain some weight, and I won't be a stick. You must see the bones in my chest, and I'll have a butt. That's number 1. 2, I want to be able to go back to work on time. Work on time. That is my biggest thing. I'm not a bad worker. I am such a hard worker. I put 110% in everything I do, but I really mess myself up and I can't. If I'm out of bed for a solid 5 minutes, then I'm good. I'm good. Like, I'm awake. But I was explaining to somebody today, when you wake up and you get out of bed, say it's Saturday morning, you wake up, you're like, oh, I gotta go to work. And you're like, wait, no, I don't. As you're going back to sleep and you're like cuddling up in that blanket, I would like to describe it as unconditional comfort. Like, you know how they said, oh, there's unconditional love from a mother. That's the unconditional comfort. Like, it's unlike anything else. It's so hard. Like, I can sleep through my alarm for 51 minutes. And in my sleep, I'm like, oh, that's the alarm. And guess what? My brain's just like, I don't give a fuck. And it just stays in bed for a whole 51 minutes. And then finally, I'm like, okay, I hear it again. I gotta get up. But yeah. And then, or if I can snooze it, I will sleepwalk to my alarm clock, turn it off, and go back to bed. Or I'll know, hey, I gotta wake up in 5 minutes. And I will go to bed. And I don't know. And yes, when you hear it, it's like you're actively making a bad decision. And I am. But that's like my drunken state. That is my drunken state. Like, I can't. It's so hard. Ooh, I forgot I have nice smells. There's a place I go to called Sweet Ambiance. They make custom smells, which is really cool. Issue is I keep breaking the bottles. They're very delicate. And I'm very not. And sometimes they do have hormones in them. Or pheromones. Not hormones. They got pheromones. This one doesn't though. This one, I think they called it The sweet Rihanna? What the fuck is on my chin? Oh, shit. I actually do. I don't know if y'all can see it. You see that? I got one hair on my freaking chin. I'm gonna be pissed. What the fuck is that? One hair. I mean, I guess it's good that it's not a bunch of hairs. Why is there one? It's like an alfalfa, but backwards on my chin. So unless I realize it, don't imagine that. Don't imagine that. I don't want anybody to imagine me like that. But there's just certain scenarios where you would not like to have your head up and to have a giant chin being seen without fucking. Also, I have a butt chin. I kind of forget I have it. Maybe it's because I'm just used to having it. I don't know if everybody has one. You know, you don't realize how important the chin is until COVID, okay? Actually, I'm going to put a mask on. I'm going to see how I probably look during COVID. Oh, get the big ears out the way. So when everybody had the mask on, you only saw them from like the eyes up, and you kind of just imagined what the chin was. And chin's not a big deal, right? I also got in trouble for this because this wasn't a real mask, but I liked it because it wasn't a real mask. It was too blangy for me, but yeah, I couldn't wear it because Anyway, so for people who just started the video, say this is what I am, right? You imagine. Then I take it off and I look like, you just don't know. Y'all can't tell me that you saw somebody with a mask on and you're like, oh, that's how you look. And then when the mask started going away, you're like, oh, that's not how you looked. I imagine that chin being way different. So the chin matters, the eyes matter, and the hair matters. Everything else really doesn't matter to me. I mean, obviously I don't want you being like so overweight you can't walk, but you know, I don't need huge muscles, no CrossFit. Is it CrossFit? No, it's not CrossFit. It's the one where the guys are so muscly that their neck is the size of my thigh. Nope. I can't have that. I'm sorry. I know you worked really hard for that, and I'm glad. You know what? You love your body, you love your workout, and there's going to be a woman who's all about that giant neck and them big muscles. But no. And the height, oh God, why am I going into this? It doesn't matter. Anyway, let me get this chin hair off because it's going to really bother me. I'm so glad I remembered. God damn. Yay! Got it. Can you see it? Yeah, you see that little thing? Gosh dang it. Messes up my life. And then I'm so forgetful that I'll see it and then can't get it when you're in the car because it doesn't pull out. And then you just forget it's there. I don't even know if it's noticeable, but I see it and I notice it. Anyway, good smell, fun smell. Hopefully I don't break the bottle. Very well may. Y'all see how many thoughts I have? This is my life. And imagine if this wasn't here, they would just be all in here. Actually, I did start talking out loud, but I didn't start talking out loud. Was it a year ago? Yeah. It was it was probably about a year ago. Because I was a year at this job in November, and I wasn't doing it before that. I started while my husband was at dive school. But yeah. Okay, that's it. Don't want to smell too much, but I have a very bad scent. Not a bad scent, but my sense of smell is really bad, so I can't tell if I can smell myself or not. Like, I can, because I just put it on. But, I don't know. It may be intense, it may not. Sucks to suck. If you like the smell, great. If you don't, too bad. Oh, my phone's about to die. Ooh, I should have thought about that. I didn't charge it, and because I didn't go to bed, I didn't charge it overnight. Anyway, okay, let's turn this off. I guess I will have to go, right, if I want to go into work early. Okay, one more. All right, so what am I going to do? I'm going to actually go and get breakfast. And what time is it? 5:48, so it's 6. I still got time. All right, my kitties are asleep. Sorry, babies. Mommy's got to go. Okay. I did the deodorant. Yes, I did. Oh, gosh, this memory is so bad. I used to be in the shower, and I would forget, while I'm in the shower, I'd forget if I already washed my hair or not. So I'd have to wash it, like, probably 2 or 3 times. Oh, my meds. Oh, baby. I almost forgot about that. That reminded me because I have ADHD. Okay. And I'm not on ADHD meds because they decided that they were going to deny it because they want me taking Adderall. You really want a meth head's baby to take some Adderall. I know Adderall isn't meth, but it's got the same thing in it. You do not. I'm already stimulated. This is me naturally. And I thought stimulants were good because stimulated means you're good. You're stimulant. Bro, I think I'm so stimulant. Like, I'm just so naturally stimulated. And it's like, maybe I just need a non-stimulant. How about me non-stimulate me? But if I take, which this sounds like a good thing, but if I take anti-anxiety meds, like, I have racing thoughts. And I thought it'd be good to not have racing thoughts. But, wait, yes, this is starting. Imagine not having thoughts at all. So going from having this many thoughts, which typical people have 60 to 90,000 thoughts a day. Bro, I definitely got like 120, at least 120,000 thoughts a day. Yeah, 60 to 90,000, 120,000. Okay. I consider I'm saying the right things. I'll be polite. Excuse me. Anyway, so that many thoughts. Method baby? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, they're like, we want you to take Adderall. You want me to take Adderall? They're like, yeah, you can't take a non-stimulant unless you take Adderall first. What? What are you? I mean, I get it. They don't know me. They don't know my life. There's only 2 non-stimulants at this point in life that, from my understand, there's only 2 non-stimulants that exist. I tried the first one and they didn't really work so well. But I don't know. I'm willing to try it again if I can't get this one, but I realized the way you do it, if you were just gonna get stuck in your throat, think about licking like a giraffe. So like when I have it in my mouth, I go, yep. Oh, I guess like, not Luigi, Yoshi. Like, I put it in there and I kind of curl it back so it doesn't get stuck up there, because you know when it gets stuck up there and then it's wet and it tastes bad? So I gotta like throw it back with the tongue. And no vaginas for me. Sorry, I could kiss a girl. I might be able to touch a girl's boobs. Can't do the vagina, so I'm not lesbian. Okay. Bro, it may seem like I'm on drugs because I'm messing with my nose, but I swear I'm not. Like, promise to Jesus. Or, oh gosh, that's offensive to Christians. I'm sorry. I swear to myself and whoever's watching, because again, I'm not a good liar. I don't like to lie. I actually, fuck, this is out of nicotine. Or this one? Yep, this one says nicotine. Okay. So I stopped vaping last July. So July of, my house is so bad. I'm sorry. I stopped vaping in July, what is today, 2025? Yes, July 2024, I stopped vaping. And very proud, I still do nicotine, as you can see. But vaping was really hard. This is the 4th time I quit, and 4 is my favorite number, for one. So I can't do that again. I'm like, I'm quitting, and then I'm not. I can't do that to myself. And I just can't. I can't do that. Not to everybody else. It's not like I care. I do care about everybody else, but it doesn't affect their life, but it does affect mine. I don't want to be that person like, oh, look, I quit. And then a week again, I'm doing it. So, I'm not doing that. And then very good. Oh, I almost forgot my salad. Gosh, damn, I'm excited. Oh, I can't say that. I can't say that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like they meant it. I just meant I'm silly. Okay? I'm silly. Anyway, don't cancel me. But if you do, I guess it is what it is. As we know, I can't control anybody. Yes. Stopped vaping last July, and I stopped smoking weed, I think in August or September. I think I already said that. So, yeah. And I'm too scared to do cocaine because I know I'd be addicted to that shit. Oh, my gosh. Being able to be hype all the time, like that's my manic phase. When you're manic, you're just high on life. It's amazing. You're always in a good mood and you're going 120% and you're getting so much done and it's great. But you probably end up spending a lot more money than you want to because you're really a lot more excited about the things you want to buy. And then you don't sleep. And when you don't sleep, your brain... Yeah, I figured that out. I guess this is it. Man, 2 hours. Can we go to 35 minutes? 35 is an even number. Okay, I guess I'll sit here and I'll say my goodbyes. Okay, I got like 15 seconds. So, well, it was nice talking to everybody. Oops. This is my, hi, it's me again for the first time. And I guess, I'll see myself again. Bye.